Well, hello, good evening, everybody. What's going on? How are we doing? Sunday night, looking like we've been selling off pretty hard here, all the way back down to the lows here. Didn't get a chance to trade it all yet, so I did take this tiny little scalp here, which I ended up closing break even, or yeah, I think it was break even trade here a little bit earlier. Didn't really like the trade at the time, so ended up getting out basically break even. Let's see here. So taking a look at Bookmap, we do have orders below 24,812 and 24,800. We also have some above at 75 and at 24,900. I guess we're looking a little bit heavier below. So, I mean, obviously we've been bearish, so we probably should just try to look for a pullback. We currently have value area low and a trend line plus our overnight VWAP all lining up. So this could be a pretty decent area for entry. And we have a bearish fair value gap slightly above that area as an option for an entry also. And that's on the 30-minute chart. Let's go to 15. 15 lines up a similar area. And the 5. So 24,900 going to be a pretty key level, I think, tonight. We'll be looking for potentially a short in that area. And then also if we end up taking that area with some strength, we got, if we can get above this 200 EMA and the previous day VWAP there and the start of day VWAP, I mean, we could be heading back towards the point of control for the night. But welcome to the stream, everybody. We got 13 people in YouTube and 2 people in X tonight. Just getting going here. Levy Trades just got done cooking. Enjoying your live stream. Hey, thanks so much. Good to see you. How are you doing? Levi? Levy? Sorry, I remember I asked you that last time. I can't remember now. But hey, thanks for throwing out the comment there. So we might be in the case here where we've kind of pulled back. Obviously, since the open, we've been pretty bearish. We might end up just being sideways. This could be a pretty slow Sunday. So we'll have to see how things play out. Currently, if we're staying in this kind of area, it's kind of a no trade zone. I would want to see us at least bouncing up to this area to potentially find a short trade if we get a rejection around 900. Gold's been looking pretty bullish again, but it's also going sideways. So I'm not that interested in taking anything on gold at the moment unless we see some sort of change in direction here or a little more momentum. Hello, good MGC on the 30 minutes ago. Nice. Good job, Phil Suarez. Good evening to you, sir. So I did go ahead and pick up a couple Lucid 100K evaluation accounts. I'm trying to go with a little bit larger size accounts now rather than the 50s. Just has a little bit more room in the sort of the max daily loss area, and also on on your total drawdown area with similar target. But I just feel like it gives you a little bit more room to play with in your trades if you wanted to go with a little bit larger size. It's kind of what I'm thinking here. Gold here looking pretty good still. So we just had a buy volume ball on NQ. 97 contracts were bought at 24,834 and kind of just absorbed instantly. We bounced a little bit for a moment and then just went lower, bounced back up to that price, and now we're going lower again. So I think we may have missed our opportunity for entry here on this pullback, kind of forming a double bottom. I wouldn't really be taking a trade to get some continuation down here because I mean, it might go, but I would want to see us get a little more momentum. We do have a 5-minute bullish fair value gap down below at sort of 24,763 is the middle of that. So Little-ish Borker, hey, good evening. How are you? I'm pretty sure I saw your name on Proffer Match the other day. You're in the chat over there. I definitely enjoyed that stream also. I got myself a vanilla latte tonight. Kind of finding a little bit of support here at this level again. We do have quite a bit of orders here at 812 and 800. So we'll keep an eye on those. Obviously, if they have trouble getting through those, this could potentially be the turning point. But I would be a little careful. We do have this trend line. We kind of worked our way back into the trend line. We have our value area low and also our overnight VWAP all kind of like lining up here. So this could definitely be a nice little draw on liquidity if we were to pop up there. But then, I suspect there's a potential rejection in this area for a move to go lower, right? But we do have room down into this bullish fair value gap below. So, hey Tim, good evening. Thank you, and good luck to you if you're taking any trades or if you're already done. Nice. So look at this. So let's taking a quick look at ES here, guys. So ES looks like it's making a new low here already. I'm just gonna put this on here. This could be an SMT. Right, so we have kind of, depending on how this candle plays out here on NQ, but we have a lower low. We had made a lower price there on ES, but NQ is kind of like holding at the moment, which technically could signal a reversal soon. We'll have to see how this ends up playing out. But it might not, right? Like I said, we still have room to the downside here. We got previous day low down here, plus this bullish fair value gap on the 5-minute, and it's also on the 15 and the 30, I think. So So 30 is a little bit higher. We're kind of in the middle of the 30-minute chart here, and we just started a new candle. So let's frame up the 30-minute guy here for now. So let's do that. And let's make another one just for the 5-minute down below. We'll look for, we'll keep an eye on both of these. We just won't drag this one all the way across. We'll just keep it there. Hey, good evening, everybody. 31 people in YouTube right now. Say what's up in the chat if you are new here. Like to see if there's any new people in the chat right now. We are currently sitting at 5,000 or 549 subscribers, not 5,000. See if we can't make our way up to like 575 by the end of today. That'd be nice. Just ain't right in the house. What up? How you? Maher 77771. Good evening. How are you? Welcome to the stream. Looks like a new name. I haven't seen you before. Where are you watching from? Chicago. Nice. Johan, hello. Good evening. Just staying right. I am just catching up on all that drama on the prop firm streets from Brian Stonks to PW. Oh, really? I didn't see any of that. Brian Stonks and PW, eh? Are you seeing this on X or something? Brian Stonks ran up his account to 5 million in 8 days. Oh my god. How the heck? PW calling him on breaking all the Apex rules. Damn. Oh, it's all over YouTube, eh? Just have to search for it. Not bad. I took a little trade here earlier. It was looking like we were finding a little bit of support sort of at these lows. I ended up taking a long. I ended up selling it like basically break even. I entered 24,933, sold it at 936. And good thing I did because we ended up rolling over. I didn't really like, after I got into the trade, I didn't really like what the book map was doing, so I just basically cut it. It was kind of like a bit of a fake breakout here, some good momentum, and then just rejected, slapped back down, so I ended up closing it slightly break even. So getting a bit of a bounce here out of this 30-minute fair value gap. So what do we got here? 30-minute chart, 17 minutes left on this candle here. So kind of what I'm looking for right now is we got the value area low here, and we got the overnight VWAP. And since we've been relatively bearish here, I wouldn't mind getting a bounce into the VWAP area and then look for some weakness up there for an entry to take a short back. Potentially, I mean, at least back down into this fair value gap or lower. Now, obviously, if we end up getting a closure, if we end up inverting this 30-minute fair value, or inverting it down to the lower side, I'd be looking for a retest into here and then a move down to previous day low. So that's kind of what I'm looking for right now. Flat at the moment, but that's what I'm looking for at the moment. Yeah. I think we may have missed the majority of the move. You know, quite often we make these like nice clean moves in one direction or the other, and then we end up consolidating for who knows how long before we end up making a move. So we might be playing around in this 30-minute fair value gap for some time here. Overall, we do have this trend line that I've had in here for quite some time. We popped out of it and played around a bunch out there, and then pulled back down into it now. So the question is, are we going to head down to previous day low, which lines up with some fair value gaps from previous? Also, this is a 30-minute fair value gap back from Tuesday, February 17th. So that's kind of the targets I'm looking at, although at the moment I can't really say what direction we're going to be going. So we'll be looking for hopefully a bounce and a rejection off the value area low where the VWAP is there. Yeah, I can't seem to. Maybe I'm just searching the wrong thing, but Brian Stonks. Brian Stonks 3 million. Kind of getting a little bit of support here. This could potentially be the reversal, guys. Although we didn't really see a huge sweep of the lows. ES swept the lows. NQ didn't quite get there. But we had a low of 810, and then our next low was 813. So we didn't. So we got an not an inversion, but divergence between NQ and ES at the moment, where ES made a lower low and NQ didn't. So we'll have to keep that an eye on out for that. We might be heading back up to that VWAP at least. But not really liking this price action here, guys. If anything, this is going to be a bear flag, just because obviously we've been bearish coming out. We haven't made a new low since the previous day there. So until we get down there, I mean, we kind of have to stay a little bit bullish here, but short term we're definitely bearish at the moment. So kind of a mixed bag at the moment. Can't really say. We're right at the volume point of control for this whole lower leg price action here. Price is like very close to the point of control for that. So we'll have to be patient here. Apex exposes Brian Stong's 5 million payout chase ends in epic fail. Maybe I did find something. So have you guys has anyone tried this Trade C? Trade C, I guess it's a rhythmic platform. Just wondering if you guys have ever. I just saw it today for the first time. So we did get a nice little bounce there, guys. Not very huge volume. I mean, we had more volume in the following candle that did nothing. So it's kind of interesting here. The CVD has been climbing and price is climbing. So we don't really have a divergence there. But like I said, we do have a divergence between NQ and ES right now. So it'll be interesting to see if we start getting a bigger bounce here or not, and how long is this bounce going to run for. Like I said, I would be happy to look for sort of a short up here in the value area low and midnight open price. In fact, we might even set up some orders in this fair value gap above here. That's a 15, 30 minute up here, 920, 913. So we'll put some orders up here for now. You never know; they might get there. I'm waiting for my trade to end before I go to sleep. Come on, what are you in right now, Johan? You must be in short, I guess. Or are you in gold right now? And a look good. Gold and silver. Nice. I picked up two 100K Lucid Flex evaluation accounts. Gonna give those guys a try. 100Ks. I think they were like 129 after the discount. 129 USD. Yeah, so I'm gonna try to copy those copy trade those. Yeah, it would be interesting. I'm wondering if we are getting a bounce on this 30-minute candle here, just as they're going to roll it over a little bit deeper. Be patient. So I'm going big time on us. Yeah, going up to the 100Ks, going up to the 100Ks. Well, it's funny. You got to like double the amount of profit you make. So you were down 500 on silver, and now you're break even. Nice. Well, hey, that's good news. You know, can't win it all. So if you're back break even, I would lock that, at least lock it in so you can stay break even, right? So it looks like we're just gonna have to be patient here. It could potentially be a pretty boring stream tonight, guys. Just beware. We kind of made the move. Now we're going sideways. I missed my opportunity. I wasn't really at the desk to be able to take any trades earlier. I did see us going lower, and I was thinking this, we could be heading even lower. So I didn't get a chance to get in. So it is what it is. Too late to be patient. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to be on for a few hours, right? So I got 2.5 hours here. So if patience means I don't end up getting a trade tonight, so be it, right? It's all good. And I did set a goal here, guys. I think in the last stream I mentioned that I finally got to a little over 500 subscribers. So we got to our first step of monetization. Thank you for whoever subscribed. Looks like we got one tonight. But basically, I set a goal to get a super chat and in the next 3 hours. And whoever does that super chat is going to get a chance to pick a trade on one of my accounts. Keep that in mind, guys, that like we're keeping the trade size relatively small and with reasonable targets, but we can definitely let it play out. So far we've done something like this twice on the channel, and both times the people had picked winning trades. So it's pretty awesome if we could make it 3 for 3. Maybe maybe one day I'll eventually just get an account that only gets traded by the chat, just to see if we can get it to pass and then potentially into a payout. That would be pretty crazy, right? Over a long term, just sort of a long-term running narrative for the stream anyways. But yeah, so I put a little goal there for the next 3 hours to get a super chat, and if somebody does do that super chat, then they can pick a trade for us to take. Win or lose, it's all good. Just for interaction with the chat and whatnot, just for something fun for us to do, especially if we're sitting around waiting for the market to do something. Well, gold is let's take a quick look at gold here, see what we can see what's going on here. So let's make this bigger here. So we did have this bearish channel here that we were drawing out the other day. We ended up popping out of it, and then look at that move higher. I did have this let's go to the 30. I had this bearish fair value gap above here. Maybe it was on the 1 hour. Yeah, so on the 1 hour chart, let's label this up to be a 1 hour 1 hour bearish fair value gap. So we're working our way, what seems like, to this area on gold. Obviously, there's no guarantee we're going to get there today, but this is definitely most likely going to be a target in today or tomorrow. We'll have to see how it goes. Been pretty bullish here, so we could watch this area for potential long. So what we'll do is we'll set an alert here. Price crossing this, common trading hours. Yeah, let's do it. All right, so I set a notification here. All right, yeah. So we got that little notification set. So if we get a nice pullback into this area, we could think about trying to take a long, see how it reacts to the previous day high and the fair value gap there on the 1 hour chart. Hey, what's up? We got 48 people in the YouTube channel. Good evening, everybody. Say what's up in the chat if you're new to the channel. I'd love to see those fresh new names coming on in. Popped up to 52. Then we do have 2 people in Nick's X channel. Welcome, welcome. Let me switch up the music a little bit here today. What's this one? I'll have to try to get caught up there in that drama that you're talking about with the stonks and PW. Hey, yo, Lone Wolf. Good evening. Hello, Dude Monkey. What's up? It's going pretty good. How are you doing? Lone Wolf, how's those 250K flex accounts going? I actually picked up 2 100K flex accounts today. So yeah, Billy Dawes, it's on X. All right, let me do a quick search over there. Patrick Whelan. Let's see what has he got to say here. Been seeing a lot of debate about gurus posting actual broker statements. That's not it. That one's pinned. Bro, this can't be a real photo of Lanto Trades and the Brian Songs in Puerto Rico. No way. Oops. I just accidentally closed my X. You haven't made any trades tonight? Okay, fair enough. Not bad at all, except for the fact I'm back at uni now, finishing my math. So my spare time is gone. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, dude. But hey, I mean, education is definitely more important, right? You can always, the market's not going anywhere, right? So you can still tune in when you can and keep practicing, keep learning, and then once you get out of the deep end of university, life can get back to the good times of trading. Oh. Oh, gold's dipping back here a little bit. Let's I don't know why I accidentally put this one like that. What's going on here? How do I split these now? Separate views. There we go. So we got a little picture here. This is Q4 pilot. He's back in the house. He made another donation here. And I guess you're going to want to pick another trade. Hey, woo. Yeah, let's see if we can go 2 for 2 from Q4 pilot. That's so awesome. Check this out, guys. So Lanto trades and Brian stocks in Puerto Rico. Chips everywhere. Pop. We got Cokes and what? They're playing World of Warcraft. Yeah, it looks like World of Warcraft or something there. It's pretty funny on a remote, on a Xbox controller. This is the kind of stuff Patrick Whelan does. He's pretty funny about this kind of stuff. What a maniac. Who's that boy? That's Brian Stonks. So I don't know. I just heard from the chat there that there's a bit of some controversy about Brian Stonks because I guess he's maybe ran up like 3 million or something in profits, but people are calling it a scam or something. So maybe it's not really true. I'll have to see. Top Step is suing Patrick Whelan for 10 million in damages. What? When did that happen? Anyways, just catching up on a little bit of drama there. Q4 pilot, thank you so much. Another $5 donation now, this time from Q4. Thank you. Definitely let me know what you're thinking for a trade here and we'll get it set up. See if we can't go 2 for 2. So awesome. Thank you, thank you. So let's look at NQ here. Let's see if we can't. I did have an order, some orders set up here on NQ. If we're gonna get there, I don't know. It's hard to say. Looking for a pullback, sort of into the VWAPs and this bearish fair value gap lined up with. We got a couple of VWAPs and the trend line up here. So we got a bunch of confluences there. But this trade could take some patience to get there. Starting to get a little bit of a pop here. I mean, I feel like we're like I said this also here, guys. If you take a look, we have a divergence here between NQ and ES. So ES made a lower low here, whereas NQ didn't. It's actually a higher low. So having that divergence could signal a reversal for us to head back to the upside. Now, how far is it going to go? That's kind of the thing in question here. But like I said, we have value area low, we have the trend line, we have the overnight VWAP all lining up right there. So that's why I got some orders up there just in case we were to wick through, tag into this fair value gap and then reject. I would be interested in trying to get short up in this area. Let's just tighten these up a little bit so that they're all in that fair value gap. But we'll have to watch. If it does get up to this area, we could try to get a rejection off of this value area low and this trend line here for a potential trade. Dude Monkey, you're long from 24,821. Nice. 821.75. Very good. That's looking really nice. You got in obviously before this bullish candle. The only thing I was seeing about that candle is there wasn't a ton of momentum to the upside. That's your final TP up there. Already got the first and second at 860. So you're looking for 860 for your full TP? Is that what you're saying? Or are you looking for, kind of up to the value area low? This could be another entry for a short here. Second TP. Oh, third TP is 900. Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, there's a good chance we're going to get there. I don't see why not, right? But we do have a little bit of a trend line here like this, I would say. Just taking a quick look here. So this is a flag pattern that we got going on, right? But whether or not, let's clone this guy here. Let's clone that. Does this line up nicely here? It lines up pretty nicely down there too, guys. So this is potentially a bullish downtrend. And now we did kind of find some support here. So we'll have to watch this area here, 50 to 860 area, like you're looking for your TP there, to see if we get a bit of a rejection here. And maybe we're going to head back into this channel. So Q4, let me know if you are coming up with a trade idea, or if whenever you're ready. We gotta make it 2 for 2. Let's make it 3 for 3 actually in the channel. I forget who took our first trade. It was a couple weeks ago, maybe even a month ago. Ended up getting a winning trade off of we did duck races, and then whoever won the duck race got to pick the trade. So you went for 5, sold 3 at 837, 1 left for each TP. Nice. Yeah, smart. Well, there's a good chance we're going to get pretty damn close to your 860 here on this next candle potentially. So kind of getting a little bit of rejection here off this this candle. We do have a 3-minute bearish fair value gap here at 73. Interesting. Nothing really after that. We've got pretty tight price action above there. That's why we don't have any fair value gaps until we get up to this area. But like I was saying, I would like to see us get a nice pullback here. If we're going to make a move lower, get a rejection sort of off the top of this channel and also off of the that overnight VWAP. So thanks for helping me hit that goal though, Q4 Pilot. You are awesome, my friend. Hey, there's Jay in the house. What's up? How you doing? Dude, Monkey, lower volume right now, not right now too, so it may take some time. Yeah, you're right, it might play around a bit in here. We are in this fair value gap and sort of in this downward trending channel, which is typically a bullish channel, but again, we'll have to see how this plays out. I did label up this 5-minute fair value gap below. We have a couple 3 minutes that are also lining up with this area. So overall, we got to be currently short-term bearish, right? Obviously, we've been selling off. We're well below VWAP. So we're kind of looking for a bounce to get in short. Bro, why doesn't Dad join the stream no more? Is everything okay? Yeah, he's doing good as far as I know. I haven't heard anything bad, so that's always probably good news. But yeah, we're just I guess I don't know what he's up to today. Good question. Maybe he's feeling a little sad about that hockey game today. So he's usually in on the morning streams anyways. There we go. We are getting that pullback now. Again, this channel, this trend line, channel line, whatever, looking like it could be something to pay attention to here. Let's see if this lower section gets respected here, or if we end up making a lower high, or a lower low, sorry, my apologies. And then we compare that guy to the ES one here. Well, we're in Canada, right? So the Olympic game, the USA team, they won it. What can you say? Congratulations to them. You know, obviously being a Canadian, I was pretty sad, but you know, we had a killer game. We did everything right except for get the puck in the net. So and that's what counts, right? So congratulations to the USA hockey team. They got their first gold medal in US hockey, I think, since like 40 years, right? Since they beat Russia in the final. And so funny is because I actually used to do a little bit of extra work on in film, and I ended up getting into like as an extra in that movie, the Miracle movie, Miracle on Ice. So there's a scene where there's like, it's in the arena and the final game is playing, and then I was like, they like scored the goal, and then the crowd's supposed to like, oh yeah, it's so crazy. I ran and I jumped and I climbed on the glass and stuff. I don't know if you can actually see myself, but I was there. It was pretty fun. So yeah, men and women's gold. They really had a really good year for the hockey gold. You know, so I'm not gonna hate. I like my Americans down to the south. Wish in some sense we were you know, not having these trade disputes, but you know, somebody's causing drama down there. We all know who we're talking about. So not that our politicians are no better though. So you know, huh? No comment. No comment. But yeah, we're just going sideways here. Kind of feel like this is sort of a no trade zone. It's a 50-50 coin flip here. If we're going to end up popping up here, if we're going to just end up making a new low. We did bounce off the top of this channel. So, I mean, we could be heading down at least to this trend line and or potentially down here, down to the 804s. If we end up making a lower low, then there goes our divergence between NQ and ES. You can take a quick look at YM here. YM is looking a little bearish, also a little more bearish than the other guys. Hasn't really had as good of a consolidation here, or less of a bounce anyways. Kind of made a lower low on YM, so that's kind of helping out ES at the moment. It helped ES push the low, right? No, I wasn't at the computer, unfortunately, out of the gate. I did get here a little bit later, and I ended up taking one trade. And I was trying to find. I was actually shouldn't have been going this route, but I went against the trend. I took a long. I ended up selling it for a $2 winner because I decided I didn't like the trade anymore. I saw some things happening on Bookmap, which kind of made me think it was a good chance to take a long. We were the CVD was climbing, but the price wasn't. So I took that as the buyers were trying to take control, but it didn't really play out very well. We just bounced a bit shortly after, and then started creating a big wick. So I just ended up closing the trade with a little bit of like a $2 winner or something. So basically break even. Just got out to reassess. So now I'm sticking with the overall trend of bearish at the moment. So I'm looking for you know, a nice break to the upside with a rejection, and then we can try to trade it back down. Looking like we might be playing in this channel for a bit though, so we'll have to see what happens here. Hey Jay, where did you say you live again? Are you down in the States? Yeah, I wish I did catch that opening sell-off though. It was pretty beautiful. We kind of had that opening candle indecision. So let's just say if you go to the 5-minute chart, right, looking at the 5-minute, you could have set a 5-minute high and low here and then take a trade on the break of the 5-minute opening range, which, look at that, if you would have got short anywhere here, even this candle close, not even a second of drawdown before, you know, obviously you would have had a decent pullback there. But this is one of those days when the opening range trade would have been just beautiful, right? Could have just boxed in this 5-minute range. I usually leave that purple if I'm looking at it for the opening range. And then, yeah, once we got a closure below that, like there's no looking back, like boom. You find you trade better in a thong? Yeah, totally do. How about you? You know, just like the airflow and everything just kind of, you know, keeps you more comfortable, right? Rotan Calzone, welcome to the stream. Kind of a odd comment to open it up with, though. And how do you know I'm wearing a thong anyways? You can see that? That's so interesting, though. Are you in? You must be in Nick's channel, maybe. Is that Nick? Oh, because for some reason your chat didn't come through over here. Like maybe YouTube blocked that comment. I don't know. It's weird. Yes, I use the same one for 2 to 3 weeks at a time. Oh, damn, that's no good. Yo, Zach, what up? How you doing? Yeah, so interesting. For whatever reason, that comment that you said about the thong, it didn't show up on the YouTube channel. Maybe YouTube blocked that or something, but it doesn't show up there. So, oh well, that's too bad for you. Been short NQ since 25,044. Whoa, wow, nice, man. That's beautiful. So like in the very opening range, eh? You stopped out your runners were not going, so you let them go into drawdown. Oh, sorry to hear that, Doob. Mr. Doob. Yeah, once I saw this rejection here off of that trend line that I tossed in there, I was definitely concerned that we're going to at least retest this trend line here. We'll see if this ends up breaking. Then, you know, next line in the sand is going to be down here at 24,800 area. Way too much information, right, Tim? Good night, Rotan. It's in the live chat. Interesting, because like when I scroll back up here, I don't see it. I see, you know, Jay, Canada fought well. Yeah, 40 years. And Hector said, men and women in gold. Dude Monkey, did you catch opening sell-off? And then the only thing, yes, I use the same one for 2 to 3 weeks at a time. Like, oh, damn. Yeah, way too much information, right, Tim? All right. Good evening, Johan. See you guys tomorrow. See you tomorrow, Johan. Have a good night. Are you working tomorrow? I had to switch from top chat to live chat to see it. Oh, I see. Oh, okay, so I see that. So top chat says some messages such as potential spam may not be visible. And then live chat is all messages are available. And then fan funding, super chat, super stickers, channel members, and gifting. Interesting. Okay, so I'm going to go to live chat. Okay, yeah, I see it now. I did not know that, though. Thanks for telling me that. I didn't know you could switch that around like that. So, so look at that, guys. We did find a little support there at 820, but it seems like we're not going to get our trade here. But this is a bullish channel, technically. we'll have to be patient here though. If we end up getting a nice strong break and closure of this channel, maybe we can try to take a long scalp towards value area low, but we'll have to be patient here. Again, overall trend is bearish and we're in a downward channel. So, but this is technically a bullish channel. Now, these typically, more often than not, but not guaranteed, are going to break to the upside. Now, how much momentum out of that break are we going to get? Hard to say, but yeah. So looking like we don't really have a trade at the moment. But welcome to the stream, everybody who is in here. We have 67 people in YouTube and 2 people in X. Good to see you. That's a savage trade you're in there, Zach, though. 25,044. You've been holding that for a minute, eh? That was like 1550, so 315, and now it is 8. So you've been in that trade for like 5 hours, Zach? What the heck, man? Raj Tiss in the house. What up? What's up, bro? How you doing? Good to see ya. Anybody else in the chat in trades right now? I'm currently flat. Trying to be patient here. Not loving the current price action. Just we're kind of, we're trending on a downward channel, but the price has been pretty wicky. So I'm kind of trying to be patient here for some sort of a move in one direction or the other that's going to give us some momentum. So Zach, you shorted 10 MNQ, peeled off 5, then 3, then 2 left. 2,300 realized and 800 unrealized. Wow. Nice, man. Rota and Calzone, I'm balls deep in a short. There you go, bro. Somebody's balls deep in the short. Nice, nice. Living the dream. All these sexual innuendo comments coming from Mr. Rotund Calzone here. He's a comedian at heart. Oh, it's nice to have a big win after losing 1,000 day one of the XFA. Yeah, for sure, bro. So this is in your XFA accounts, obviously. The ones that you took the loss, so you recovered that loss, and now you're up like, $2,000 almost. And it's Sunday. Yeah, nice. Yeah, Sundays can be very lucrative. Quite often I've seen this, and I was thinking we were going to be bearish just because, with all the warships being sent over to Iran right now, with like them surrounding and just bringing all their planes and everything over there. Yeah, I was feeling like the market's going to have a little bit of uncertainty and potentially be bearish on the day, right? So good for you, bro. Good for you. I love to see the chat making money. Yeah, and Trump's new talks on tariffs on this new, first it was 10%, now it's 15%. So, next week, maybe it's going to be 20%. Who knows? Or Monday. So be careful. Volatility could get pretty wild here, guys. So make sure you do have your stops in place somewhere if you're in a trade, just because even if you give it lots of space, just make sure you put that stop in there just in case, right? That's why you took the opening short? Yeah, good call. Good call. Yeah, that totally makes sense. There's a lot of things that are lining up to say war is money, so the markets will be bullish. Yeah, I mean, typically they probably will be overall bullish, but when the war starts, there might be there could be a really steep reaction in one way or the other. So that's all I was thinking is we might it does create some uncertainty, but it might be very short-lived uncertainty, right? But yeah, war is definitely money because a lot of those companies just make so much money from the government, right? Government contracts. all the steel and all the, you know, electronics and equipment and fuel, everything. Like gas prices are crazy right now. I don't know about you guys, but gas prices out here are pretty insane right now. Iran will be flat in 3 days, right? I mean, with the amount of war machines they're taking over there, they pretty much have to, you know, agree or else, kind of, right? You're going short 15 MNQ on another account. Because our governor in Washington State, our gas prices went up by 0.50 gallon last month? Really? What did the governor do to create that? And Zach said you're 15 MNQ on another short on another account. Let's go. Just keep an eye out for this level right here, 820. If we're gonna get a break below that or not. Oh, just taxes. Oh yeah, of course. And there's a bit of a supply crunch with you know, the gold or the oil in Iran right now, so that's kind of also affecting fuel taxes. I don't know if it, or fuel prices. I don't know. That's not necessarily the same thing you're talking about, but it doesn't help, I'm sure, right? So gold longs? Oh, geez. I mean, we look bullish, right? For sure, we look bullish on gold. You know, I would probably want to see a pretty steep pullback before we end up going long. So pullback with some nice support. We're right around 450 per gallon. And Zach's already at 1R. Nice, bro. Well, then, good luck on that trade, Zach. Sounds like it's going to be another goodie. 450 per gallon. So I think you guys have about 4 gallons to our 1 liter. Our liter is $1.88 right now. So let's just, I'm gonna ask ChatGPT real quick to get the quick math. 1.88 dollars per liter. For 50 USD per gallon. So we're, yeah, because I saw in Vancouver and something saying that it was $1.88 Canadian per liter, 450 USD per gallon. So you're definitely cheaper than us still, though. So so you guys are $1.19 per liter. Let's see here. So it's a little cheaper. It's pretty close though. About 28 cents per liter cheaper for you guys down in Washington right now. So a quick quarter per liter, basically. So we've been floating right around 60 people in the channel. So we got 59 right now on YouTube, 2 in X. Hoping to grind up those subscribers a little more tonight. Currently, we got about 2 new subscribers on the night. Thank you to whoever did that. Appreciate you guys. Looks like we're trying to find a little bit of support here at this other trend line here that I found, that I put in a little bit earlier there. Just spotting the divergence here between NQ. NQ is looking bullish, a little more bullish compared to ES. ES made a lower low, whereas NQ didn't. So it'd be interesting to watch how this plays out. And then, have you ever got a Lucid Direct account? I got one direct account before. Somebody, Daniel, this guy that I know, won a free Lucid Direct account, and he sold it to me. I ended up paying with it for crypto. Unfortunately, I lost that account. So, but had it for a couple months, anyways. I got over halfway to a payout, and then I ended up screwing it up on some gold trades. But I mean, they're okay accounts. They're definitely okay accounts, but I just like the consistency on the past evals are a little bit better, right? So GW trade a lot. Glad to be here. NQ putting me to sleep. I know, right? Me too. I just feel like this is sort of a no trade zone. I mean, you can find some trades like Zach already took a nice short trade recently with the 15 micros. I don't know. He's obviously still in profit at the moment, but I would like to see us get out of here. Q4 Pilot in the chat gave us a $5 donation, guys. So thank you for that so much. But I'm still waiting for him to suggest a trade here. I think he's trying to be patient. He doesn't. If you don't end up taking the trade tonight, Q4, we can always try on a different night if you just don't like the price action or whatever. I mean, if you want to just throw in a trade here anyways, I'm down. So it's all good either way. So you're kind of looking for a long right now, Lone Wolf? All right. Yeah, I mean, this is a bullish channel, right? Typically when we're trending down like this, it typically bounces out to the upside, not a guarantee. Looks like we're starting to break this. This trend line could actually be like that, just to line it up with those wicks. It still is a bearish or a bullish divergence. In the case that this candle ends up pushing down below, and then we got ES also pushing down below, then we'll just forget this divergence at all. We're almost at the lows here with ES also. So if they push much lower here, we're gonna forget about that divergence between ES and NQ. There you go, Zach. Look at that. Let's go. 15 micro short, probably up a few hundred now. Closed half, stop at break even. There you go. Very nice. So did you sell on this little pop here? This bounce up to this bearish fair value gap at 840, 24,840 there in this kind of area? That's around the time when you mentioned that you took it. So be careful here with these longs though, guys. Like I said, this might not hold. If it doesn't hold, which it kind of didn't break the low yet, so we got an equal low there. Yeah, if we end up breaking this and getting a closure below that trend line, our next line in the sand is here. Nice. Yeah, I mean that looked like a pretty good entry place right there. Tapped into that bearish fair value gap up at 840. Almost tapped into it and then just turned around and went straight down. So looking for a group. My G and I'm new, but NQ my favorite, so I subbed. All right, Kevin, thank you for subbing. Appreciate that. Where are you coming from? Kevin K-A-E Sean? K-Sean? Yeah, we like to trade NQ on these overnight sessions. Typically in the New York session, I trade a little, I kind of like to go a little bit towards ES. I find that it's, while there's really nice volatility on NQ, it can be a little too much sometimes when I'm trading in the New York Open. So, Keishan, all right, nice. Good. ES made a new low, but NQ didn't. Yeah, let's see here. Again, so this divergence is still kind of playing out here, guys. Yeah, we kind of made an equal low here on these wicks. Or is it still a higher low? It's still a higher low, though. So yeah, so you're right. Again, this bullish divergence on NQ is potentially going to play out here. So to make a better confirmation as to whether or not we're going to become bullish is, let's see if we can't get a inversion here on this small fair value gap to the upside. That'd be pretty sweet. Now, is this on the 3 also? So there we go. It's on the 3. We can watch a 3 for now. Nice move here. Pretty high volume. Only 40 seconds left on this 3-minute, but it's kind of an engulfing candle. So let's look for a closure above this fair value gap to invert it, and then we could think about trying to take a long. I don't see why not. So this guy is orange currently because it's a bearish fair value gap. So NinjaTrader is my favorite, though. You use it? No, I have never tried NinjaTrader yet. I was thinking about trying it out, but I'm just so used to. Well, I traded Project X for like quite a long time, since the start of 25. Yeah, right at the start of 2025, I started trading on Project X for the majority of the year, and then when the whole Project X Tradeovate or the whole Project X issue came up, I sort of switched over to Tradeovate. So I've been getting comfortable using Tradeovate now, and haven't really tried NinjaTrader, and I haven't tried what's the other guys there? I'm drawing a blank here now. Motive Wave or the other one. Drawing a blank. But yeah, I haven't tried any of those 3 other platforms yet. Oh, Quant Tower, sorry. Yeah, Quant Tower. Because I'm pretty sure you kind of have to pay for Motive Wave and Quant Tower. Can you remind me there, Lone Wolf? I'm pretty sure you're on Motive Wave, right? Do you have to subscribe for that? Yeah, it's a ranging market currently. Yep, totally. That's why I've been relatively flat at the moment. Seems like this could be a buy zone though, right? This area. Kind of holding these lows here. It's too bad we do have this bullish fair value gap, but it's it's a 30-minute fair value gap, so it's hard to say. Let's look at the 30-minute time frame. We got 13 minutes on this candle, so I'd like to see us get a little bit of momentum here. If we can get some momentum, like I'm saying, if we can get a nice closure above this fair value gap, that would be good. That's a 3-minute there. We do have that 5-minute bearish fair value gap above. So this one might actually be the more important one. So I'll just label these up so I know exactly what the time frames are here. Okay. Why didn't that work? Huh? Inside center. Huh. Anyways, for some reason it doesn't want to show. Oh, there we go. Now it popped up. You can get it with the prop firm accounts. With Lucid, you can get Motive or Quant Tower. Okay. Tradeovate is cool, but Ninja Trader is king, especially on PC. Yeah, I mean, I've heard a lot of great things about Ninja Trader. Like, you know, the charting is better than Tradeovate, and you know, yeah, there's some good features on Ninja Trader for sure. But I haven't got a chance to sort of explore it yet, give it a try. So I can't really give you an honest review on that one. You have the day traders data feed in Quantower. Okay, nice. And you can get it with prop firms accounts. With Lucid, you can get MotiveWave or Quantower. Okay, so you don't have to pay for them if you use Lucid then to get them. Okay, nice. I feel the greed flowing through my veins. Locked out, up 3,200, plus 420. I'm going to disappear. Have a great night. Okay, Zach, yeah. Good choice. If you're feeling the greed, lock that in. Nice job, bro. SBM beat earnings last week, and that is silver. It looks like it has upside. Okay, Michael Anthony. Let's take a quick look at silver here, guys. So we got gold open right here. Let's pop up silver. Ooh, yeah, silver's been just pretty bullish. Are they gonna try to take us back to the highs, all-time highs, guys? Don't pay attention to these levels. These levels are way out of date here. So actually, let's just quickly update these levels since we're here. Maybe it'll help you guys out if you guys are looking at this for trades at all. So previous days, point of control right there. Value area high up there at 84,105. Value area low is 79,725. Point of control 80,545. We got previous day low down there at 77,300 or $77.300 points, and our previous day high is 84,650. And then look at that, guys! Like that opening candle. Right out of the gate, just ripped up higher here. Been looking pretty strong. So taking a look back here, let's look at maybe like a 1 hour, 4 hour chart. See, we do have we're in a 1 hour bearish fair value gap right now on the silver. The 4 hour chart does have one too, but it looks like there's more room to the upside. 87,970 or potentially 91. Daily, look at that daily fair value gap, guys. Why do I have all-time highs way down there? Well, that doesn't make any sense. Let's go to the back to the 30-minute chart here. Yeah, I don't know what happened to this all-time high line there. It's way off. All right, turn off our session volume profile. Go back to 5. So, I mean, probably going to want to look for a pullback here for an entry on a long, in my opinion. Not financial advice, obviously, but we do have a bit of a... It looks like they tried to get us out of this like flag here, and they rejected. So they might want to make a sweep sort of to sweep out these lows here or potentially even down here before they end up making that move higher here. No guarantee though, they could just roll this thing over also. But maybe you got some levels there. Previous day high 84.645, and lots of bullish fair value gaps in between. Lone Wolf, you think Quantower is better than Ninja Trader? Okay, yeah, I used to use Ninja Trader. After switching to Quantower, I'm much happier. Okay, I definitely should try Quantower. Maybe I should try it. I could probably just log up or queue up one of those Lucid accounts, or even both of them, on Quantower and give it a little try. Could spill and vomit below the last swing, but this session doesn't have high volume normally, so it's slow. But watch for the longs in the demand zone. Yeah, for sure, Kevin. MotiveWave is a cross-platform in Windows, Mac, and Linux. Oh, nice. Okay. CRMD closed near a low and has good fundamentals. That's a medical company. Okay, so you're thinking about getting in along on that? Maybe some options next week. Starting to get a bit of a pop here, guys, on the 5-minute chart. We do have this 3-minute bearish fair value gap. We could try a small trade here, guys. Where did Q4 pilot go? Are you gonna pick a trade for us tonight, or are you gonna hold on to that one and save your silver bullet for another vampire? Let's get on NQ here. With Lucid, you can only have one or the other. With day trades, you can get Quantower and also add Lucid counts as well as the same connection through day traders. Okay. Nice. Because my accounts say active and then they show NinjaTrader trading view. Oh yeah, because it's on Rhythmic, so I would have to have picked Rhythmic from the start. Gotcha. So I could try NinjaTrader trading view or Tradeovate or trading view for the current accounts, but I would have had to have picked Rhythmic. Damn, I should have picked Rhythmic on one account. So next one I buy, I'll definitely pick Rhythmic, and then I can try out. I am curious to try out Quantower, and Motive Wave looks pretty cool too. So I just I thought you mentioned that there's a fee behind it, so that's kind of why I just stuck with what I've been using. But yeah, I'll have to keep an eye on that. So look at that fair value gap held there, guys. Dipped into that guy, 832, back down to 26, so about 6-7 points. How to use C Trader on Lucid at Lone Wolf. Yeah, I saw that ad for C Trader. I've seen a couple of C Trader ads now. So I asked Lucid if I can use Motive Wave, even though I got the DT license, and they said I could switch licenses, but it's one time only. So if I switch, I can go back. But since I have it with DT, you might switch it. Okay. So far, we're having a bit of a boring stream here for in regards to trades here. I missed the our short entries earlier. Now I'm trying to be patient, waiting for hopefully to a pullback. Like, look at this. Now this is like perfectly lined up. We have the overnight view up, we have value area low, and we have this trend line all like right on top of each other here. So if we can get a bullish pop, we could potentially take a long trade into this area and then look for a reaction here and potentially get in short for a move back down, right? Hard to say that we're going to be, bullish for more than a short bounce. To me, I mean, we've been pretty bearish and we're kind of below value area low. So we'll be looking for an inverted fair value gap here for a potential long. I'm not going to be going too heavy because it will be a scalp. And then we'll be looking in this area for a short. So I wonder, is C Trader on Rhythmic also? I'm not really sure about that either. So On January 3rd, fell like a rock from 12.25 to 7.23. That I don't see any real news. Okay, so maybe you're thinking some like insider selling or something, and or some market manipulation before they're going to find some support, Michael Anthony. Anyone who's looking at stocks, you might want to check out what Michael Anthony's talking about there. Maybe it sounds like it might be a potential buying opportunity. Evening, are you in a trade or are you having a sell limit order ready to go short? Yeah, these are sell limits for a short trade in this bearish fair value gap. We're getting kind of left in the dust here. But my strongest point of entry or interest is this value area low here, 890, and then we have the overnight VWAP and this like long-term trend line all sort of grouping up here. So I will be looking for a reaction in this area, but currently I just put these there in case we had like a really strong fast move up there. Might tap into that bearish fair value gap, fill some of these orders, and then pull down lower. That might not happen, right? It might just be wasting time, but I just feel like sometimes when you have those opportunities, it's worthwhile to set it and then reassess as time goes on. But if we let's go back to the 3-minute here. If we get a 3-minute closure above this bullish fair value gap, I'll be potentially looking for a small long to scalp it for a move higher. I'll be probably pretty aggressive, take some of them off early and try to leave a runner, sort of break even. Oh, we did invert it there, guys. We did get an inversion there. So what do we want to do here? Let's try to put an order here down at 830. So we'll give that guy a try anyways. We'll put one buy limit there. Maybe we'll put two. See if we can't get a couple contracts in here. Now that we inverted that, we can try to get an entry because this guy is now a yellow fair value gap. See if we can get a little entry here. Okay, we got one contract in there. So my whole strategy behind this, guys, is if this candle or any of the future candle 3-minute candles gets a closure below this bullish fair value gap, I'll be looking to get out of this trade. So we'll have to see. Let's see if we get. Okay, we got our second contract in there. Hopefully we don't. If we end up making some more wicks down here, that's fine with me. But if this one or a future candle, a 3-minute candle ends up closing below it, I'll be looking to get out at roughly break even. We will put our stop sort of down here at, so I got two contracts. We'll put our stop down here at 811. So that would be a 20 point, 19 points. So say 20 times 2 is 40. So it'd be $80 risk on this trade right here. And then we're kind of looking for these highs potentially, right? 851. So basically a 20-point take profit there also. So we could just go, let's see here. Let's front run the 850s by a couple points. So let's go 47.50. We will sell to limit. 24 seconds here on this candle, though. Hopefully we don't end up just like inverting this again. If we invert it the other way, then we're just looking to get out at relatively close to break even. Yeah, so we got 10 seconds here. Might be inverting us right now. Let's see if the buyers can't step in and hold us back up. Might take a small loss, but we'll let. Yeah, so we did invert that, guys. So if we end up getting a bounce back into this fair value gap area, we should technically be trying to get out. So I had a chance to get out break even right there, because we'll give this a sec here to play out. If we can get a little bit higher, I might just close this as a small winner and then reassess, because we did, you know, the rules of the trade are broken, right? So I'll just get ready to drop this stop up here in profit slightly if we bounce up here again. That might have been our only chance to get back out on this trade. But I did like that reaction off the gate there, out of the gate, this bullish move here back to the upside. But, you know, like I said, my rules are that if I enter on an inverted fair value gap, then I need to get out after it gets reinverted, which is kind of right now. So I might have been missing my opportunity here to get a break even. But we still have a little bit of time on this candle here. See if we can't get a little pop. Come on, let's go, boys. Sometimes these 3 minutes don't necessarily turn around on us right away. So coulda, shoulda, woulda locked it in there. Give it one more. Give it a few more seconds here. We got 1 minute left on this candle, but looking like they're trying to reject it here, guys. So I'm thinking I probably should just cut this here. So that's the thing about the fair value gaps. You usually get a pretty fast reaction on it. Let's see if we can't get a little more bounce, and then we'll drop our stop in here. Nope. Not cooperating right now. Nothing to worry about though. It'd be basically a break-even trade if we were to get out here anywhere in this area. Okay, dropping down a bit more here. So might just drop my stop down. Yeah, I'm gonna drop my stop down here, guys. If we end up making a slightly newer low, it'll just take me out of the trade. We'll lose like whatever, $15 in this trade. But like I said, the rules on my trade say that if we invert it, we enter on the inverted. If they re-invert it, I'm gonna look to get out. Let's see if we can't get another opportunity to get a break even on a little bounce here. Locking it in there, guys. It's probably gonna just pull back and stop me out here. There we go. Anyways, no harm, no foul. Just gotta follow the rules, right? Let's close this guy here. Make sure exit all over on this side. Oh shoot. I just erased all those orders up here also. Oh well. Lots of time before price gets up there. So let's remove this fair value gap now that it's been inverted in both directions. So we'll be waiting for this bearish guy to get inverted. We can try this again for a long if we get a closure above 842. So what did we do? We lost $4.30 there. Oh well. You grab two 50% off black 50Ks. Gonna try them on C Trader. Oh, nice. You'll have to let me know, Raj, how C Trader works out. I actually just picked up 200K flex accounts. But I went with trade of 8 just because that's what I know. I feel a little more comfortable with trade of 8, although we've been having lots of power outages lately, so I probably should have tried one of those accounts with Rhythmic to test out the other two options there, Quant Tower and Motive Wave. All right, we got 67 people in YouTube. Welcome, welcome everybody. Good to see you. And 2 people in X. Very nice. Let's see if we can't find another song here. What's this guy? Michael Anthony. I go long on common shares on anything I like. I bought SPD at 657 at the close on Friday. That's been bouncing over 700 all the time, or $7 all the time. To drop, time to drop. Okay. It drops down and then it bounces back up to 7, basically. Nice. Yeah, I haven't been trading any stocks for a while. Just been focusing on futures. The one thing that I like a little bit better, like using futures over stocks, is like there's a little less you have to watch, right? You know, you can watch your ES, you watch your NQ, you watch your YM, you watch your gold. That's pretty much it for me, right? And for the most part, it's like typically on these nighttime sessions, we're getting a deeper pullback here, guys. So good thing I did get out of that trade. It would have been stopped out right now. I did have my stop just below that 823 level. So like I said, overall, we got to be bearish. So when you get an entry in a fair value gap, whether it's an inverted or you take an one that's like in a direction, like say if you took a short up here in this one, then if it inverts it, you'd be looking to get out. And that's just a rule that I set to myself, and it keeps me from taking these kinds of losses like this guy right here. I've never actually seen day traders futures. Here comes a vomit. It's going to go down. Yeah, I mean, we're definitely bearish, right? Overall bearish, just not really moving very much at the moment. So, the risk to reward isn't great in this area. You got to go pretty heavy to make some money, but there's a good chance of getting chopped up, basically. That's why I say the risk to reward isn't great. So, I'll be back in 1 second here, guys. Just gotta head over to the bathroom real quick. All right, sorry about that, guys. What did I miss here? Looks like not much. I just had to run downstairs real quick. It's Ralph's dinner time. So we got Ralph's food, and you can see his antibiotics there. Ready to go. Okay, there we go. We just took that low. So, let's get back over here on the NQ. Tiny little bearish fair value gap right there. I guess that was our only entry for the short. 24, we're down to 14, 10 points there. This could potentially be a long here, but I'm not going to take it. Overall bearish. We don't really know where the bottom is. They've been trying to hold this level multiple times right now. So this could definitely be a long area. Not financial advice, but yeah, we'll have to see how this plays out. We might see Friday's lows before New York Open. Yeah, I mean, I don't see why not, right? That's why I'm hoping we can get some sort of a pullback, for like a decent pullback for an entry short to take it back lower, right? It's not that far away. 24,674 there. Can't wait for Panda's scent work classes to start. It's a March to April session. Panda's scent work classes. I'm not sure what that is, but sounds very interesting. Maybe you have to explain that. I will be right back here. I won't be far, guys. I'm just going over to the couch over here with Ralph and just going to give him his dinner real quick. I will be right back. All right, my apologies, guys. The dog dad duties are taken care of. Ralph's been fed, and there we go. What did I miss here? It's like law enforcement drug detection dogs. Oh, really? That's interesting. Oh, hey, that's a good idea. I should open up a pet section in the Discord. Hey, you put 3 videos in general. You don't have a pet section. LOL. Panda's sent work trial where she's got her novice title. Oh, okay, that's cool. Nice. I'll take a look at that here. Do you mind if I play that on the channel right now? I don't think we'll be able to hear the voice, but we can at least see what's going on. This could be a temporary bottom. Oh, very nice. Sweet. That's awesome. What else we got here? So it's like a classroom looking trial. I don't think you guys can hear the sound though, can you? But at least you get the idea here. It's got a great nose. Yeah, you're right. That could be the bottom. It could be the bottom, but I'd be a little worried about taking the long. Still. Oh. Nice job. So good. Wow. Very cool. All right, one more. Let's see. This one. 3 for 3 or what? There's 4 different events. There's container, buried, interior search, and exterior search. Nice. That seems like such a fun thing to do with your dog. Oh, that was too easy. That was way too easy. Ran right past the first 3 and hit the 4th one right away. Like, okay, let's go eat cookies now. Where's my treats? Nice. Cool. Thanks for sharing. That's all on the Discord, everybody. Here, I'll link the Discord in the chat. If you guys are looking for another place to hang out, I'll send the Discord channel here, copy this, and put it in the chat for you guys. So we're sitting at 554 subscribers. So we got 5 subscribers today. It's a slow grind today compared to the previous days, but hey, I'm not going to complain. Still happy to found 5 more people interested in hanging out and in the channel. So thank you, everybody. There's Facils in the house. What up? Facile joined the Discord. Welcome, welcome. So what happened there between ES here? Did ES make another new low? Yeah, so ES is still like kind of holding these lows, like making new lows. So it's kind of got a bit of a channel looking thing right there too. Price is getting a little tighter in here. So like I said, if we can get an inversion of this fair value gap, we can look at taking a long, trading it up out of this bullish fair value gap, because we're in this 30-minute bullish fair value gap here. We've been in there for a while. Seems like they're holding it pretty good, right to the 800 level here, a little bit above the 800 level. As you can see, we got all these wicks on the bottom side here. So if we can get an inversion of this fair value gap, I could definitely see us, pushing back up higher a bit, at least to the top of this guy, so up to 57. So that would give us a 15-point potential trade roughly, to take partial profits and then leave some runners to see if we can't get it up to around the 880s or the 900s. So let's go. What's up, bro? The seal in the house. Thanks for joining. We got some comments in the profit and loss. Looks like Zach posted in profit and loss. Look at this guy. Check this out, guys. So Zach was in the chat earlier. Locked in 3,229 on his 50K Express. Very nice. Locked himself out. So personal daily profit target 3,200 out of 4,700. Wow, nice job there, Zach. Killing it. Posted that there in the. Let's give him a little fire emoji. Killer. I kind of wish I got to the charts earlier today, guys. We had a pretty beautiful opportunity to take a short. Opening 5-minute range here, downside. Like, look at that. What is this move? Let's just say we took that candle closure. Let's say we held it at least to this, the value area low. So that would have been 115 points. So that's like a $230 trade on one micro. So pretty nice. Could have been a nice trade there. See, we got anybody else live right now? Not many people are trading live at the moment, so I suspect that there's going to be some more people showing up here in the channel. We currently have 53 people in YouTube and 2 in X. So Facile, 1 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute NQ has RSI divergence. Could be some pressure up. And we've had well, I guess it's no longer a divergence, unfortunately. I did have this line here as a divergence, but looking like it's now a lower low divergence. So it was looking like a divergence earlier between NQ and ES. So if we look here, this one's NQ, so it made a lower low, and this one's been making lower lows. So originally we had made some lower lows and this was still holding. So now we can kind of take that away as an idea, but that doesn't mean we're not going to pop here still. But usually when we have a divergence between ES and NQ and we're kind of at the lows, there's good chance of a reversal, maybe potentially back to value area low or some key level in that area. So yeah, let's see. Again, back to the drawing board here, being patient, still kind of waiting for this fair value gap to get inverted here. Looks like our volume point of control for this session, like today, let's just move this right so we can only see today's price action here. And yeah, it looks like we're slightly below the current point of control. So this is going to be a pretty key level. Let's see if we can't get some momentum here and a closure above this 5-minute bullish fair value gap or bearish fair value gap. invert that guy, look for a retest, and then go long up, 74, 80 target kind of idea. Tim, you're off to bed. Got a meeting in the morning with my financial advisor. Going to get my retirement date set. Nice. And then you'll have no excuse. You'll be on trading all day. Right? No, Tim, you're a good trader. I like to see when you're, you're at work, you're taking your trades, you get busy, tied up, and then he disappears for a while, and then he comes back. It's like, my TP hit. That's always good. And sometimes the best thing to do is just set your TP, set your stop, and walk away and let it play out, right? But sometimes when we get in there, we try to micromanage it. We end up, taking something as a signal to get in or to get out or whatever. And yeah. Mad Hank, yes, I have 4 monitors right now. So I got my main one in front of me, which is what you guys are seeing right here, this whole thing with Bookmap and Trading View. And then on the left, I got some two pages open, one with some YouTube and another one with my live stream currently. And then on the right side screen, I got like a wide curve screen, and that's where I got my 3 Trading View charts set up that are always open. So this is one of the trading charts. So as you can see, like I have ES and silver currently, but I normally have it on gold because I don't really trade silver. Have gold open there, and then I got NQ on the right. So I have this same 3 chart setup, but over here, and they're all open so I can see it. And then up top is my 4th screen, and that's where I have like StreamYard, where I control like the whole stream situation. That's why I'm constantly like looking up when I'm talking to you guys, because I see the chat up there, and that's where I control like my my laughing and my applause and the drum roll, heartbeat, or when I put up your guys' comments, right? Looking for a second fair value gap. And then I got Financial Juice up beside that. So up top on the, we just got at 8 p.m. my time. So an hour and a half ago, I just noticed this. Trump raising 10% global tariff rate to 15% true social. I don't know how old that is, but yeah, I think it says 8 p.m. So not that long ago. Probably just causing drama, Sometimes I need to refresh it though. There we go. That was actually really old news. So that's probably like 8 a.m. actually. Yeah, it was like 8 a.m. this morning. So just got that caught up. There we go. Okay, do you think we bounce back up a bit and then make new lows? That's kind of what I'm looking for, Mango. Now, is that going to happen? I mean, possibly. Is it a guarantee? No. Right? But I like, personally, I like that we have the overnight VWAP right there. This is that red one. And then I've had this like long-term bearish trend line. Well, it's a bullish trend line. But I've had this trend line that's been getting a lot of respect on multiple points on the way down. And that's lining up perfectly with that overnight VWAP. And then we have a third confluence right there, which is the value area low. So we got 3 confluences all in a spot there. So if we get a bounce up to this area, I'll definitely be looking to take a short there. I would probably wait for a bit of a reaction, because sometimes with these trend lines and whatnot, we might end up, getting up to here, 915. I did have a bunch of orders earlier set up in this area, just in case we were to get like a big wick up there. So let's actually get those orders back in here. 920 area, right? Yeah. So let's go back to 1. We'll sell 2 limit there, and we'll put some ones below. So that would be a total of 5 contracts there if we were to get into this area. And that's kind of, I'm thinking we might end up, as long as we find some resistance here and then it pops higher, I'll be okay with that. As long as we just don't like blast right through this level, then I'll be a little more concerned about this short idea. Let's just move this a little bit higher here. There we go. Yeah. And then adversely, I will be also looking at taking a potential long here. So if we get a 5-minute candle closure above this fair value gap here, 841, that would tell me to take a long. But I'm not really willing to short in this area at the moment. I want to see us get a bounce out of here first. We do have another bearish fair value gap up above here, sort of like this guy right here. Pretty small one, but that would be orange. Another 5 minutes. So here we go. We're getting a bit of a pop here. Are we going to get a closure? Let's see. Hopefully it's a nice strong closure above this 5-minute fair value gap. We got 30 seconds left on this candle, and then we will look for a potential entry, and this will be a scalp, so I won't be looking to hold these that long. Kind of like if we get the closure above, I'll be looking for a retest into this inverted fair value gap for long, and then I'll be taking some of the contracts off somewhere around 50 to 58 area, and then leaving runners to see if we can't get them up into this area. So we just inverted a small fair value gap on the 5 minutes. Yeah, was there a small one there? This guy right here, maybe? Yeah, there was a small one right there, right? I see what you're saying. And then we have a second one above. Looking for the second fair value gap. Yeah, we have this guy up here, right? So again, we rejected there. We're back, try to head back into this channel. Now, if we end up creating a big wick and then bouncing here, that's another good sign, because that means that the buyers are going to try to protect this trend line here if they're trying to take over. We do have some increasing volume here. So pretty strong bottom there. Now we've printed 3 bullish candles all in a row there. No fair value gaps except for this tiny little guy right here. So I mean, technically we could wick down here and then bounce. But like I said, I'd like to see a candle closure above this 5-minute fair value gap. Then we can try taking a long here. Trump speaking on Tuesday per Forex Factory. Okay, let's see. So this is Monday, 23rd, 24th is Tuesday. We got Fed Collins speaking and Bostic's pre-market. Fed Waller speaks and Fed Collins speaks again right at market open. Wholesale inventories month over month. Fed Barkins and Collins speaks some more in the afternoon. Trump's State of the Union address, that's at 1500, so that would be 3 p.m. my time, so 6 p.m. East Coast. So that'll be at the end of the day. I don't see exactly, unless that's the one that you're talking about, that Trump's State of the Union address. That could be what you're talking about, but I don't see him talking about, or him talking earlier. They do have Home Depot Q4 earnings. Consumer confidence at 7, so got some small impact news at which 7, so 10 a.m. 10 a.m. So is that what you're talking about there, Jerry? Is Trump's talking in the afternoon there at State of the Union address? Yeah, that's correct. Okay, nice. As long as we're on the same page. Mad Hank, hey, no problem. You're welcome. Love to be a help, especially since I'm just sitting here flat, guys. You know the good old saying though, patience pays, right? Because if you take a trade and then you lose, you're losing money, right? If you can be patient, you're saving yourself some money. And then hopefully you wait and you see that sort of A+ setup show up, and you know, you take the trades, right? So I did take that one trade on the inverted fair value gap in there, ended up just stopping it out break even. I did pull back. I did have my stop down just below the low, which we swept now. So this is a good signal that if this is the reversal, guys, because we did sweep the lows, right? So anyone who had stops sort of down below there, they could have been taken out. And then now, if we're gonna move back higher here or not, we did close up out of this channel a bit. But like I said, so we got 1 minute left here. Let's see if we can't get a closure above, you know, 84, 85 area would be nice closure for a nice inversion on this 5 minute bearish fair value gap. One thing I like about the fair value gap, guys, is like you got to have them to be able to take the trade, right? So if you focus on just trading on the fair value gaps, you're going to take less trades. And, you know, usually when you're taking less trades, you're going to like be saving more money, right? Because over trading is a real problem. So that's one good thing about it. If you just wait for it, you got to be patient, and, you know, patience pays, but like the opportunities are there. You just got to be patient. And I like to wait for those fair value gaps to show me what the buyers and sellers are actually going to do. You could have blindly bought down here. Well, not super blind, because we did have these sort of stacked lows. So this, you know, this strong candle closure down there with the nice bounce, like this could have been a really nice entry right here, right? This 818 to 820 area after we recovered this, you know, this bearish candle. So we'll have to see though. U.S. tariff turmoil leaves Treasury markets dazed. I'm not in tune with ICT, but can you explain how you use fair value gaps for entries? Yeah, so so there's two ways, right? So typically, if I'm trying to catch trend continuation, right? So there's one way you can trade it. So you look for in this case, we're bearish, right? So you can look for a bearish fair value gap for an entry. As you can see here, this is a decent example right here. So we had this little 5 minute fair value gap right here, right? So this candle had a pretty big wick top to bottom there. This next candle had a nice expansion lower, and even though this candle kind of recovered, it left this little gap in here that is like a fair value gap, right? So this is not a whole lot of contracts were traded at this level. So, and then look at that, we had 1, 2, 3, 4 chances of an entry in the retest of this fair value gap, and then look what happened, we just went lower. So this would be like a trend continuation trade. So as you can see, these wicked way above, and wicking through it is totally fine. But if the candle body closes above the fair value gap, then you would consider it an inverted fair value gap, and then you're not going to use that one as a continuation trade. So if this would have got inverted, like say this candle closed up there, then I would have been looking for inverted long. So now because it's inverted, you can take a long trade potentially and a pullback into that fair value gap to go back up here. But obviously these candles never closed up there. They all went bullish and closed lower, right? So you had good opportunities for shorts there, and then boom, all the way down, right? Big move down. So same kind of thing here playing out right now. We have this bearish fair value gap right from between these three candles, right? This one's left here. It's a 5 minute bearish fair value gap. We played around lower, bounced up and rejected twice now here. And so I'm just not, we're consolidating too much in this area. So I'm not really looking for more short continuation at this point. I'm looking for a deeper pullback to take a short, like maybe up here or up here. So I'm watching these fair value gaps for an inversion. So what that means obviously is it's currently bearish, right? So I'm looking for one of these candles to close above this fair value gap. And then once it closes above, you look for a retest, like a pullback into that before taking it long. If the pullback holds, You can either enter here or wait for it to react off of there and then take a long and then target, whatever your higher target is. So that's kind of the two ways that you trade it. So one is, like trend continuation, or if you're going to get a reversal, right? And then the rules that I put upon it, right? So for example, if I put an order here, right, to sell in this candle, and then it bounced up, and because it closed lower, I would still keep the trade, right? But in the case that one of these candles closed up here and they inverted it, but I had already entered short, I would be looking for a retest into this fair value gap to close it. Or obviously, if we're looking really strong, like we're just taking off, you got to get out of the trade. So the rules are that if you invert the fair value gap that you took the trade in, then you're going to look to get out of the trade. And that's what I did here. So we had a inverted fair value gap, and then we pulled back into it. I went long, but then this next candle closed below the inverted fair value gap, this one right here. So then when it retested into it, I break even, and then look at that, move lower. So again, it's just a protection kind of idea. So I guess we could have taken a short there, down 40, down to 30 basically already. So 10, 12 point move, pull back there. But like I said, I'm not feeling that confident in, I want a deeper pullback basically for an entry. The risk to reward would be better, as long as we don't print a super bullish candle, like one candle all the way back up. But if we start grinding a little bit and then tap in, find some resistance in these areas, then I'll be looking to get short up there. So hopefully that kind of explains it a bit to you there, AG trader, how I use fair value gaps. And like the other thing is, right now we're in this 30-minute bullish fair value gap, right? So higher time frame, usually I don't really like to take my trade in these fair value gaps. I usually like to use the higher time frame as a target. So if you knew that this 30-minute fair value gap was there, and then you're watching it up here, maybe you're watching the 5-minute opening range breakout, right? You could have got short there, targeting the 30-minute fair value gap below, right, as your profit target. And then once it gets to like around here, anywhere in this area, you probably start, closing the trades. So that's kind of, and it's hard to use the larger time frame fair value gaps for an entry because they're so large, right? Like look how much room there is in this, from 780 to 860. So it's like an 80-point fair value gap. So where do you put your entry? And how many points do you got to hold it until you get a candle closure below it? So that's kind of a risk there, and on those higher time frames. So that's why I usually like to use the higher time frame ones as more as the target rather than the entry, right? I'll take entries on inverted or continuation fair value gaps on a smaller time frame, usually the 3 or the 5 or the 15. Uh, 61 people in the YouTube. Thank you. Anybody who is here, maybe if you're new, definitely hit that subscribe button. Would love to see you guys on the future trade or future markets here. So it looks like we got about 7 subscribers today. Thank you so much, anyone who's new and did subscribe. Appreciate you guys. Currently have 32 likes also. Thank you. You guys rock. Appreciate it. This Sunday night's a little bit quiet, obviously. Great move right out of the gates. I've been pretty lucky in the past couple sessions, a Tuesday and Thursday last week. Ended up getting in a trade in, around a couple hours before the stream started. I just let it run, and here we go. We're good. So you're like the only channel trading live right now that speaks English. Yeah, really? Nice. Yeah, I'm looking at the live streams also here, and I don't really see anybody. So let's see. I'm just refreshing it here to see who we got live. NQ and ES signals, Nasdaq, Ox AI trader. Oh, it's like an AI stream. That's interesting. It's a weird phone number too. WhatsApp. All right, all right, all right. Let's see. Oh, we might get this inverted fair value gap here, guys. We're getting a bit of a bullish move here. We got 1 minute left on this candle. Let's see if we can't get this to closure above 843.70. Well, I mean, technically 842.25 is the top of the fair value gap. 49 seconds here. This might be our chance for a long entry. We'll see. We'll get hopefully we get a nice closure around 45 or 46. Next candle wicks down into this guy for a potential entry. That's what I'll be sort of looking for. If we're gonna try to, and again, this will be a long scalp. I won't be looking to hold this forever because we don't really know how much of a bounce we're gonna get out of it. Could end here, could end at the top of this sort of, this bullish fair value gap where this previous structure is, because it looks like there's a lot of resistance up to this doji candle, right? So I'll probably be covering some of my trade here. If we end up pushing higher, cover some more here and like leave a runner for up here, right? So maybe I'll leave 2 runners after this point and then go from there. Almost inverted it, guys. Not quite there. So, which isn't great because now this next candle might end up closing way up here, and then it's not really going to give us the greatest chance to get in long. Let's see though, it might play around here still, pull back a bit and then bounce sort of at the end of the candle. That would be ideal. But if we just decide to go up, 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 up and get a big closure up here, then it's going to give us less reward distance here. So remember, you need to have a closure above the fair value gap for it to be valid, right? To make it inverted. So like it could go all the way up to here and then end up wicking all the way back down, and then that's not an inverted fair value gap, right? So hey Lance, what's up? Lance in the house, Spectra Group, good to see you, bro. 1 hour fair value gap target, is there one above or are we looking at the below one? Let's see 1 hour. Oh yeah, we do have this one up here, right? So yes, that could technically be a target on the upside, right? If we get an inverted fair value gap here, we could look for a long into that area. I would be a little careful though. We got the overnight VWAP there. We got the 9 EMA. We got the 21 EMA above the previous day VWAP and that trend line, long-term trend line. So, but we'll see here. We'll see. Yeah, I see that. That's beautiful. Good call out. It's kind of in line with the 5 minute that I got there. See, I got a bunch of orders in there. Is it the 5 minute? Yeah, it's 5 minute bearish fair value gap up there. So bouncing from the 1 hour opening balance. Is that the case? Let's see here. Let's see the 1 hour. Let's see the 1 hour. One hour opening balance. Are you talking about the like sort of the Asia session opening balance, or like the start of day opening balance? Because yeah, the opening balance at starting day would be bouncing from 1 hour opening balance. That's what you're talking about there, the bottom of this wick. Look to the left. $3 p.m. This guy right here. Yeah, that would be the open. This candle right there. And yeah, that is the nice fair value gap off it. I see what you're saying there. That 1 hour. What's the price of the lowest sell limit that you have placed on your chart? I have that set at 24,910. But these are just floating here, and I'll consider getting short around the 890s or 900s, 880 to 900 area if we get a bounce up there for some more continuation. So yeah, so the opening bounce would be, well, that's a 15 minute, right? So So if we go to the 15-minute, this is a 15-minute right there. So we have a bearish fair value gap right after the 15-minute open. But I think what he was saying was a 1 hour. So yeah, he was talking about opening. Well, I guess it would be initial balance. IB is usually how I call it. So what do we say? In Montreal, Canada, Simon Laprise surprised the police by building a full-size car made entirely of snow and then gets a parking ticket. What? No way. Like he built it out of snow and then they gave it a ticket? I'm gonna have to see this. Actually not surprising, right? Yeah, shows how smart some people are. I gotta look up this guy. Simon Laprise, did you say it was? What was that? You saw that video on YouTube, Lilish? Simon Laprise. Snow car. No way. That's so awesome, man. Montreal man pranks police with a snow car. Yeah, I usually call it initial balance, right? But I guess it could be opening balance also. The 1 hour opening balance makes sense also. So Montreal Simon Laprise uses Sunday afternoon to carve a life-size sculpture of a model car. The prank was intended to pull a fast one on the city's snow plow, but instead caught the attention of Montreal police. Oh my god. Parked in the snow removal lane, officers went for a closer look, seemingly intending to ticket the vehicle, but instead got an amusing surprise. An officer left a printed ticket with a written message, "You made our night." That's so awesome. That's pretty cool. I like that. Thanks for sharing that. Maybe all snow-covered cars look the same. Yeah. They got him for a minute though, right? They tricked him for a minute there. If they got out of the car and went and looked at it, then they're like, huh, oh, actually, this isn't even a car. This is just a snow car. That's awesome though. Somebody has way too much time on their hands, obviously, right? In Portland, they just make them out of piles of garbage. Oh, damn. Oh, sorry to hear that. That's rough. That's not very ideal. So just taking a quick look at gold here, guys. It looks like it's building up for a move. Now, are we going to be going higher or lower? I did put this alert down here, 55,150 for a potential pullback. I might have to move this to the top of this fair value gap just so if it does get there, we get an alert ahead of time. But we're flagging out here, and it's looking like it's getting tight. So we're going to get some sort of a reaction here soon, I think. Sort of looking like this, right? Little bull flag. So idea is we're going to get a pop out of the top here. But, you know, gold, it probably wants to do one of these guys first. Right? Something like that. You know how it's going to do. What cryptos are you invested in? I'm deep into Putcoin. Right? Yeah. I own Bitcoin. I own Solana. I own SUI, SUI. I own XRP. I own Aerodrome. and then a bunch of shit coins that lost me money. A bunch of no-name shit coins that lost me money. So yeah, I do have a couple poot coins. Oh, pick in Discord? What did I see? What did I miss here? Pick in Discord. Oh, this is a snow guy, hey? Man tricks police with a car made of snow and gets a parking ticket. That's pretty awesome, though. You gotta love it. He like shoveled his whole like front yard just to make a huge pile and then form it into a car. That's awesome. USDC, USDT. I mean, I don't really hold that because those are like a stable coin, aren't they? So they don't really fluctuate very much. But if you're gonna get out of a crypto, like usually that's what I would get into is switch it from into that, right, as a holding coin. But I don't really carry, I don't necessarily hold some of that much. I might have a little bit, but yeah, they don't really fluctuate very much. Those are kind of like, you know, if you're in Bitcoin and it runs up and you make a ton of money, you can put it into those stable coins to like wait for you to reposition. Yeah, you can hold them and earn interest. Yeah, you're right. And you can stake them, right? So when I stake Aerodrone, I usually stake it with USDC, I think. One or the other. So, oh, did we get that inversion? Thanks for letting me know there. Let's get back over to NQ here. Oh no, I didn't see that. Not the one that I've been watching anyways. NQ 5-minute inverted fair value gap. Max Bell. Oh, this is I'm on the 15. That's why. Let's see here. Did I miss something here on a fair value gap? Not sure. I don't know if you're looking at this one here, but we didn't quite invert that one. But we might get it right here. This is the first one that's actually trying to break out here. But now we got 3.5 minutes till this candle goes. I mean, this could be a short entry, but again, like I said, we've gone so much lower. We're breaking out of a bullish channel. So this is kind of like where I would say if we're going to go long, we want to see inversion of this fair value gap to go long. Instead of just blindly jumping in here, because you know this trend line might actually be like this, right? It could be. Let's clone this guy now. Clone this. Let's see how this one lines up. Yeah, because like look at that, guys. It does line up pretty good here also. So let's stick with that for now. You think USDT, USDC stablecoins pays more interest than banks paying interest to customers? Yeah, exactly. I mean, a lot of those cryptos are definitely going to be. What's going on here? Why did our TV get stopped here? Let's go back. Oh, there we go. We gotta have the fireplace going. You know, it's pretty cold in here. Ooh, yeah, that's nice. Yeah, we're drying up on ES. We're drying up. We've been dry on NQ also. Volume has been dropping. What do we have? Is this the start of? Oh, let's. I'm gonna label up my midnight open prices here while we're at it. Boom, boom, boom. I'll show you guys how I do that here. So let's just open up the ES. I already kind of moved it in place, but what I do is you look for me, it's a 2100 candle, which is this guy right here. I look for the opening price. I just mark it with this MNO midnight open price level. It can be a pretty key level in the in the New York Open and or even later tonight. Quite often they move price away from it and then bring it back to it, whatnot. So that's a good level to know. And then we'll also do it on our NQ here. Let's move this this guy back for now. So Asia session 2100 here on my chart right there. So this right at the top of that guy. That one, yeah. Line that up. It's tax heavy as well on crypto. I moved from crypto into futures from the brain damage. Oh yeah. I started a limited trading company this year at the start of the year. So since crypto's down right now, I've been thinking about selling my crypto to the incorporated company at a loss, selling it at a loss into that company, and then it's in a better tax situation. So yeah, 24/7 crypto markets can wear you out for sure, because who wants to watch it all day every day, right? I mean, when you're a junkie and you need that hit, it's there. But so yeah, so I don't know if you guys know anything about incorporated companies, but tell me if that's a good or a bad idea. I'm thinking about swapping all my crypto into that, sort of like sell it to my incorporated company at a loss, because all the Bitcoin, everything is down right now. So I could sell it at a loss, so I won't have to pay taxes on it, but I can get it into a better tax entity. So I love trading. Sheesh, it would keep me on the charts for sometimes for 12 hours straight, right? Yeah, exactly. I totally hear that. That's a great idea. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. So any of my prop firm payouts and everything too, they're all going to go into that incorporated company. And then any affiliate sales, while I don't have very much, there is some there. So I'm going to put all that into there also. And then hopefully I can pay a different kind of a tax bracket. So what I want to do from there is, once I get some money into that account, I'm going to take that money, put it into a cash account, and then trade it as personal capital, and then try to grow the wealth from that. And then, you pay myself out for anything that I've kind of put in. So, if I put in the crypto at a loss for X amount of dollars, right? Any profits that I make in that incorporated company, I can pay to myself, because in a way I've loaned the crypto and I'm able to get paid back for free. So I should be able to, take advantage of the taxes on that also, right? So you will see again bull market in crypto, but when no one knows, try to stake it and earn some interest over it and sell it when the next bull run. Yeah, that's definitely a good way to go. So that's why if you guys have ever heard of the Base network, which is like I guess it has to do with Coinbase's network or whatever. So I trade Aerodrone, and I had it staked for a really long time. I kind of screwed it up a little bit. I took it out of the staking at the wrong time, and then I kind of the price started going down, so I just held the Aerodrone while it like pulled back. But basically I took it out and I should have just left it in, because I would have just been making, you know, some sort of kickback on it just by leaving it in. So I kind of regret doing that. But looking like we're getting that inverted fair value gap here, guys. So let's pay attention back to the charts here. Enough with this crypto for the moment. Let's see if we can't get it. We got to see this candle going to close up here. We are getting some increased volume here too. So I'm not long yet. I've been waiting for this fair value gap to get inverted for a long entry. So now that looks like we're going to get the inverted fair value gap, I'll be sort of looking for a pullback into this inverted fair value gap once we get this candle closure here in about 30 seconds. But might not get what I want to get here. Like, this would have been my target up here. So if we end up just getting all the way up there, I don't know how to really trade this. But entry at 28. Oh, you entered at 28 down here? Maxwell? Nice. If you did, that's beautiful. You're laughing right now. Laughing. Hey guys, hey. It's gonna go without me here, looks like. Nice trade there, Max. Okay, so we got that inverted fair value gap. So let's switch this guy around here, and we will put some orders in there now. 840. We can even pop one sort of in this 44 area. Put one more, buy one here. So if we get a little bit of a deeper pullback here, try to get some orders in here on the pullback. Want to see the 1 hour get hit on the upside. So you're gonna hold that. You're gonna hold that 28 there up to wherever this 1 hour fair value gap was above. 882. Nice. Yeah, I mean, I can see that. Definitely there's a good potential that's going to happen here. Again, pretty close to my first contract. I'm going to give it another little tick there. Okay, we're in one here so far. We're in one so far. Let's see if they're going to get all the way down to this, test this fair value gap here or not. Or is that going to be our only one that we're going to get in here? Nice bounce there though, guys. Too bad we didn't get any more contracts in there. So again, let's look. That's too bad we didn't get a couple more. Want to see the 1 hour? Yeah, of course, me too. I want to see that too. What about the 3 here? We left the 3 minute fair bullish fair value gap there. So let's put 2 more there, and we'll leave this 3 in this inverted fair value gap. We might still get more of a pullback in here before we end up making the move. And then, like I said, if we invert, so let's say we invert this one or re-invert this 5 minute, I'll be looking to get out of this trade. All right, guys, we are holding this level. Let's see if we can't make another high here. Maybe we're going to be heading up here. We'll be looking for another entry here. So let's just say we end up breaking these highs. We'll wait for another sort of a pullback for an entry to add into this guy, because one contract isn't going to make us very much money here if we do end up pumping up. So we will pump. All right, let's go. Max Bell in the house, making predictions. "30-second inverted fair value gap confirmation." I don't usually watch that low of a time frame. Are you looking at this one for confirmation here? Is this what you're talking about? You're out? Maxwell's out. You closed that trade after we got an inversion? Oh, this guy right here. This one. So this got inverted here is what you're talking about, right? I don't really watch 30 seconds, and on occasion I'll watch a 1 minute, but I'm usually on the 3 or the 5 or the 15 for my fair value gaps. So let's see. Did we get a 15? No, it looks like there's no gaps on the 15 here. Everything's overlapping there. So that just leaves our 5, which is this guy got inverted. And then we do have this small one still, which is lining up with the top of the channel here. So, I mean, I'm willing to take a small loss on this if we end up getting a closure down in this area. Anywhere down here, we'll be looking to get out. So we do have orders up at 24,900, right? And 900 is way up here, lining up sort of with the value area low and the overall larger trend line. So let's see here. What would my average price be here? It would be something like this. Let's frame this up, because this is kind of our long idea. If we do get a deeper pullback, we're probably be looking for about like 13. 13 points is pretty good. With 13 point, we can even go with a little bit less of a stop here. A 9-point stop. Let's just go 10 to 13. So that's pretty reasonable trade there. If we get this, if we get entered in these guys, I'll be looking to cut it if we end up getting down there. Obviously, I'll be waiting for the candle closure before I cut it, but this would be sort of a soft stop. I mean, you could always just set it at 13 and then try to get out earlier. try to make something happen here, guys. It's the one thing about being on stream and not getting any trades. It seems like you get that like YouTube trader influence where you got to like take a trade because you're in the stream. And sorry, I missed that comment earlier. Lone Wolf in 2020, I made some money in Shiba Inu, yeah. Yeah, I mean that thing blew up. Lots of crypto. There's lots of opportunities to make some good crypto money back in 2020. That's for sure. Wilkerson J9991. I am long now. When did you ask there? That was 10:13. So about 11 minutes ago. So I think I got long shortly after you asked that. So yes, I am long right now. I was eyeing 920s as an area of interest on NQ. Okay. Yeah, I mean we got some room to 920, which is also an area of interest for me. It's a bearish fair value gap. And if we go on the 30-minute chart, it shows up there also. I think even on the 1 hour. Yeah, so pretty big on the 1 hour. 882 up to 935. So anywhere in this area could be a nice draw on liquidity. We're getting a bit of a bounce here. I only have one contract, so at this point, so we're gonna need a decent move here to make some money, guys. But let's just say if we did get a bounce up to that level, somewhere up in this area, 32 points, so we can make like 50-60 bucks off one micro. But if we can see us break out of here and then kind of do a little like a small pullback, we could think about adding to this long on our move back up to this area. But I'm gonna have to see some increased volume. Like we had some decreasing volume on the pullback, which is good. So let's see a break above these highs with some increased volume. So we need to get some nice chunky volume up there, plus take those highs. What's a CVD doing here? So we did find we inverted. We sort of like took a seller there, 57 contracts. Then over here, 59 contracts. A buyer stepped in, kind of went higher, held that level on the pullback, and we're still going higher here. So CVD went up. And we're kind of climbing here. So nothing really, no real clear divergences on CVD. So we might still get a deeper pullback into these. I might get a chance to add these contracts here on this long idea. I kind of feel like that's got to be the target though. Those equal highs there. So if we do get a pullback here, hopefully we don't end up going straight through and getting stopped out. Yeah, it's crib walking right now, totally, right? It's like dude, just going sideways. I like it. Speaking of crib walking, let's change up this music, guys. Let's go with a little Dr. Dre inspired GTA 1. All right, guys, I'm just gonna use the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back. Thank you for that. Mic check. Here we go. We got that. I was gonna say I'm taking off a couple orders here. We've been, we're getting close to the end of the stream here, so I'm just want to lock in some of these profits. We'll leave this one on here, break even, in the money. Damn, could have got a little more out of that, but that's all good. This was the target, so we took off the majority there. We'll leave a runner here. Let's move it up a bit even here now. Up just below the 50. Hopefully, if we get a pullback, this will be that key area. So what did I lock in there? We locked in about $30, and we currently are floating about 30 profits. So let's go down to the 3-minute here, and I guess what we can do is we can kind of do this. So let's put one up here. We're gonna front run this. Actually, we'll do it at 869. Let's see, 869. One in there. So this will be our last target if we end up getting up there. And this doesn't even matter anymore because we got break even at least. But I can see us, if we start ripping here, I'll probably just pull this up even a bit higher and we'll start trailing it with a stop. But in case it decides to go like, whoop, let's get out, right? Try to lock that in. We've been patient. We've been waiting and waiting and waiting. We finally getting the breakout of this channel here. Got the inverted fair value gap on the 5-minute where we entered, and then boom, look at that, rocking it off. See, these fair value gaps work, guys. I'm telling you, it's a great criteria to keep you from over trading. And if you're just patient, you always get these pullbacks, and they work, right? So if you would have went in with one mini right here, 41 to 58, say 17, 18 points, let's call it 20 points. That's $400, right? Yeah, if it was one mini. So I mean, I'm trading pretty small here, but the proof's in the puddings. We made that move there, so we got orders up at 900. We got some at what is this? Probably like 65, 70, 60 contracts at 70. 50 contracts at 75. So we got some targets above. We do have 24,800 below. Hopefully we don't get pulled back here. Let's keep them on this 2-minute chart. We gotta stop right below this fair value gap on the 2-minute, and it might pull back and stop us though. Found some support there at the bottom of that candle. Hopefully we don't start making another low here. But we got to keep this momentum. Worst case scenario, we're going to take a small winner on our last contract. But like I said, we're currently up $56 in this trade, floating about 23 on this last contract. And we're about halfway, so maybe only like a $10 winner to add to it, so it'd be a $40 winner. But unfortunately, the other 3 contracts we had sitting in there didn't get pegged in. So, Wilkerson J, yes, I do trade every day pretty much. I trade Monday to Friday for the market open, 9:30 a.m. East Coast time, and then lately I've been trading. Well, I trade every Sunday evening session like I am right now, and then now lately I've been starting to do Tuesday and Thursday, or I play ice hockey, so sometimes that gets in the way on so I'll move one of those days around, so it might be Tuesday Wednesday or Wednesday Thursday or Tuesday Thursday. So there we go, boys. Look at this, hey, come on. 200 EMAs being a roadblock here. Don't be a jerk. 200 EMA, get out of the way. Hey, thank you, Wilkerson. Well, I hope to see you around some more. And I appreciate that. Thank you for becoming a subscriber. So what do we got now on the subscribers? We recently just broke 500. So we're at 562. Thank you, guys. Like, I think we were at 550 or so, 551 or so. And so we've put in, like 10 or 12 subscribers today. It's one of our slower nights for getting subscribers, but hey, I'm not going to complain. I appreciate you guys being here. It's been a slow market night in general, so kind of interesting. Del Ohabi, hi there, welcome. Good to meet you, sir. Hopefully, I don't know if I'm assuming you're a sir. I apologize if you aren't. Or did I have 47? I had 547 subscribers, or 48. So 12, so 14, 15 subscribers today. So thank you guys. You guys rock. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. I don't know. I feel like, guys, we should probably just give this more space, eh? Like, front run the 8s instead. Because we do have 70s is kind of like the roadblock, right? Which is right where my profit target is. So you know what? Screw it. Let's stick with it. We're going to keep it at 69. And try to lock that in. Try to lock it in at 69 would be another, we're at 30 bucks, so it'd be like another 20-ish dollars or so up to there. So it'd be like $50 on that last contract. And looks like these ones are never going to come into play, these sell limits, trying to get in short up there. That 200 EMA is not being very friendly to us right now. Come again? Del Uhabi. I was just saying, I apologize if I'm assuming you're a guy, but I apologize if you aren't. That's all I was saying. I never traded futures, even though I used to build hedging systems. Oh, nice. Yeah, well, I mean, futures are awesome, right? They're centralized orders. You can utilize prop firms to have a really low cost of entry, right? You can pay for a small account. You get all the data feeds, everything all kind of included in that price. And then if you do get funded, the ROI is really good, right? And the thing I like is you only have to watch a few indices, like a few charts, right? Compared to, stocks or whatever. You gotta look at what's popping up on the day. Maybe there's 5, 6, 10 contracts or 10 tickers you need to watch. Whereas, every day I show up and I basically watch ES, NQ, YM, and then depending on the session, sometimes gold. So like usually in these nighttime sessions, I'm looking at gold and NQ. And then during the New York Open, I'm typically trading ES and YM. So that's how I like to trade. Let's see what happens here at this 200 EMA, guys. If we can't get a break above this guy, I'm probably going to be a little more aggressive. You know what? Let's go stop to the bottom of this 2-minute candle here. So we'll lock in. What is this here? We'll lock in 13.5 points. So about $27. If we can't break this high, if we end up pulling back, we'll get stopped out on this trade. Max Bell, 18 more points to your target, right? Don't pull back, don't do it. Don't do it. Let's give it a couple more ticks, guys. Give it a couple more ticks. So that's 11. Let's go with 12. So about 25 bucks, almost $24 in profit here, locked in, guaranteed on this last micro. Currently up 65 in this trade. Closed 2 contracts earlier down here at the top of this area, this channel, or this bull flag. Just being conservative because we're getting close to the end of the stream here. Probably going to wrap it up here in about 15 minutes. So thank you to everybody who did tune in. We got 69 people in the channel right now, 4 people in X, and 1 person in Nick's YouTube. Hey, welcome. Tomorrow, guys, we have a special guest on the morning stream. Mike Christensen. He's from Traders Post. Here, let me bring this over. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Traders Post before. It's a platform here that you can use for copy trading or automated trading. This is Mike Christensen right here. He's going to come on our stream tomorrow and teach us how to trade the New York. He trades in New York, NQ, sorry, in the New York section early on. So he'll be live doing some trades. And after we get through some trades, we'll probably end up having a short little like question time. And yeah, so we'll be doing that tomorrow morning. So if you guys are around, definitely check out the stream in the morning. It was actually one of our first scheduled guests. And then on Tuesday, we got Abby Mon. Let me see. Oh yeah, Abby Manzoni. Oh, are we gonna get stopped out? Looks like we're getting stopped out here, guys. Let's close this trade. So what did we do? We ended up getting small winner today, $54.50. Won't complain. Kind of missed the majority of the move. This might not be over here, guys. It's just we're getting to the end of the stream, so that's why I kind of tighten up my thought there. So I'm going to exit all those trades up here so I don't accidentally forget them and go to bed. That would be annoying. Wealth chart platform sucks bad, AG Trader. Yeah, sorry to hear that. I haven't traded with them before, with that charting platform, but yeah, I mean, I haven't heard much about it, so maybe it's because people don't really like it much. Obviously, Wealth Charts is a pretty large company that I know of, but just don't know anything about their charts. What prop firms am I using? So on that note, I'll play you this little of traders. Just a quick heads up, but if you're looking to get funded, Lucid Trading is currently running 40% off all their evaluation accounts, a limit of 5 per trader. This offer is valid through March 1st at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time 2026. You can use my code MBT to get that discount, or you can just scan the QR code in the top right corner of this video. If you're looking to get funded right now, Top 1 Futures has 60% off funded accounts, Instant Sim Funded, Straight to Funded Sim Pro, and Ignite accounts, all 60% off. Get funded now using the code Market Butcher Trades MBT, or scan the QR code in the top right corner of this image. Hey, there's Kathir. Hey, I'm waiting for the next poem. Kathir is always sending me a couple pretty sweet poems, so I'm patiently waiting for the next one here to show up. See you later, Lance. I don't know. I think you heard me earlier. You're familiar with Traders Post. You know that you can have TradingView generate signals to be routed to Traders Post. Yes, that's how I use it for copy trading. So when you link all your accounts into your Creative 8. Oh no, yeah, I am leaving in about 10 minutes, but Dell up there was asking about which prop firms I use. So I use Top One Futures, I use Lucid, and I use Take Profit Trader, and I recently got a Top Step X account here. That's this one right here. Yeah, so those are the ones that I've been using lately. You only make poem once a month, but I'll send the next one. Okay, yeah, for sure. When you make another one, I'm down. I need some more content to read here on the stream, so I'm always down for more. Yeah, Del. So when I copy trade, you link all your accounts to Traders Post, and then you basically set like an alert. So you go add alert, and then you go. I pre-made some alerts here for like if I wanted to go long, like this, when it's crossing a certain price. What is it? 860. I think that's going to be right at price. So let's go 800, and I create it. So it's going to see it put this little order down here. So this would be an order, right? And you basically just like get this ready. When the price triggers the alert, it sends that signal via webhook to Trader Post, and then that's where you can, get into a long, and then you can kind of like also set a stop, right? So you go alert, add alert, and then you would go. I pre-made another one, so stop loss right there. And we'll put this one up to 880 instead of 860, so it doesn't trigger automatically. Great. So then we would have a stop loss up there. So all you do is just drag it down and drop it over your price, or have it set at a certain level to be your stop or your profit idea. So I'll just take those off here so I don't end up accidentally getting some orders triggered. But yeah, so yes, I know that's how it works. So. All right, guys. So we got another poem from Kathir. Let's see how long this one. Oh, it's not that long. I think we could probably read this one in two also here. We got about 8 minutes here until I was going to wrap it up on the stream, guys. I'm just going to read it real quick, so I don't read it all poorly. So, is it Diogenes? Is that how you say that name? Diogenes or Diogenes? Diogenes, probably. Diogenes. Okay. Nice. Okay. I think I'm ready. Are you guys ready for Kathir's poem? Hopefully I don't butcher it. Comes with the name. Okay. So here's the poem. How much profit you have on this position? How much capital is involved? Well, that's a little challenging, right? Because capital on prop firms is an interesting topic because you're only invested in on how much you're going to pay for the futures account, right, through the prop firm. So For example, if you're playing an evaluation account, you can spend around $100. If you're getting a straight up funded, maybe it's like $300 to $500. So that's what you're risking, but you're not even really risking that because you already spent it, right? That money's gone. So usually I just go buy like a certain amount of stop. So for example, this trade, I think I had a 12 and a half point stop, and then I had my profit target sort of up here at a 12 and a half point take profit. There we go. We're taking the 200 EMA, so we're definitely moving higher here, guys. So it's kind of like it was a one-to-one reward trade. I covered 2 of my 3. I left a runner and ended up stopping it out basically the same level as those other 2 I sold. And then look at that. Now we're finally breaking the 200 EMA here. So just gonna read this poem here real quick, guys. So people look up when they crash. Napoleon looks up to Caesar. Caesar looks up to Alexander. Alexander looks up to Diogenes. Stand out of my light, he says. Diogenes looks up to the sky. Confetti rains down in the street as the roaring crowd raises dust through the air. The young lad looks up, sun glinting in his eyes, intense pride in his country, while he waves his flag to the marching army. The victorious general looks up, fingers lifting his hat to see the open skies, tears streaming down his eyes. Soldiers cheering as the gunfire quiets. They stand still, unable to move. The strong warrior looks up. None dares check if he has died standing. The old man looks up a final time. The old man looks up and says sorry. He wants to look up forever, without a care for the rain. The man says he imagines a future where he and his kids could look up forever, and he could rest his eyes a final time. Goodbye. Nice poem there again. I'm liking these poem sessions. It sounds like you're gonna have to pump out some more poems. I'm gonna need 3 a week so I can read them, 1 on every evening stream. No, no, I appreciate you for sharing those. Thanks, Kathir. That's awesome. Pretty strong pullback here, guys. On that 200 EMA here again. So, hey. So I think we're going to wrap up the stream, guys. I'm going to do my usual goodbye to everybody. Let's just take a quick look. What did we hit for subscribers on the day? A little bit of a quieter stream, but I need a lot more inspiration for that. Okay. All right, Kathir. No pressure. We hit 565 subscribers, guys. Thank you so much. 41 likes. We hit a target of 1 super chat today by Q4 Pilot, but he never picked his trade. He was supposed to take a trade on the stream for us, but maybe he's going to hold that silver bullet for a later trade. I'm not sure if you're still here, Q4, but thank you so much for that super chat. Donated $5 to the channel. So, thank you for supporting the channel, helping the dream stay alive, so I can be here hanging out with you guys, having a good time, finding these good trades, trying to be patient here. Got this long off this inverted fair value gap. Worked pretty nicely. Patience pays, right? Yes, I'm on Discord here. I'll send you the link real quick. That's where Kathir linked that. Oh, no, Kathir sent it to me directly. My bad. Invite to server, copy. And I'll paste it right there. There you go. There's the Discord. Yeah, so we waited for that inverted fair value gap. Got long. Ended up covering our trades. Didn't get a full fill. We had 3 more contracts back in this inverted fair value gap. Didn't quite get to that, or else it would have been a really nice trade. So happy about that. Dell, what the heck, bro? $10? Oh my God, man. You rock. What a way to end the stream there. Dell throwing out a big donation there of $10. Wow. Thank you so much. I appreciate that so much. Keeping the dream alive for reals. Thank you, sir. Welcome Welcome to the Discord there, Red Dirt Road. Hey, see that, Kathir? I think that has to do with your poem. So maybe that'll give you some inspiration to help me out. So thank you so much, Dal. I appreciate that. And look at this, guys. We're starting to break out here onto the upside. Again, this fair value gap is working really good. So what I usually do when I'm ending the stream, I think I'm going to stick on for a little bit longer, though, now that Dell gave such a sweet donation. But I'm going to quickly run through what I usually do at the end of the stream and say goodbye to everybody, and I'll hang out for a little bit longer in appreciation to Dell's donation there. Thank you so much for that $10 super chat. Woohoo! Wow. That's, you know, this is like my third stream now having super chats available, and the first stream I got a couple chats, and then this is second stream now. And so I got like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about $7 in the first stream, and now we got $15 in this stream. So thank you guys so much, appreciate that. So I'm just gonna say bye to everybody like I normally do, but we'll stick around here till 11:15. We'll stick around for another 15 minutes while this market's playing out. Let's see if we can't get up to this top of this trend line here. But thanks so much for showing up, Kathir, Dell, Max Bell in the house, Lance, Spectre Group, AG Trader, Wilkerson, Lilish Borker, Lone Wolf with the crazy bomb sniffing dogs, Rizzy Regis, welcome. Good to see you, bro. Who else did we got here? Mango in the house. Metronome the plug. Good to see ya. See, still just scrolling through here, trying to find anybody else here that's Facil Crypto in the house. Thank you. Gary Trades. Jerry Trades, sorry, not Gary. Let's see. Mad Hank, Tim Korth. Oh, look at that, guys. Look at that pop. Oh my lord, there we go. We hit it. See, there's that channel. And we're back all the way up at this fair value gap here, guys, or at the top of this trend line. Geez, guys, I kind of want to short this here. Should I? Let's go. Let's try here. Let's see what kind of a reaction we're going to get here. We're at the overnight VWAP. Big momentum, though, to the upside. Sheesh. Do I want to risk this? Yeah, let's do it, guys. I'm going to take a small short here, 5 contracts. We're going to put our stop just above 900 here. So we'll put it up to like 910. Hopefully we don't go all the way up there. Looks like this might not be the end, though, guys. I might be a little preemptively jumping into this on a short. We got our stop at, 910. So we got the 200 EMA value area low above us right now. Might regret this, guys. I might regret this, but we're in our 150K trading combine here. Worst case scenario, we're written about 275, let's say 277 there. So not the biggest deal if we end up losing this guy. This is a bigger account, so I do usually trade this guy a little bit higher. We'll see what happens when we get up to the 900s here, if we get a rejection or some sort of reaction, but not looking good right now, guys. Took a short on that overnight VWAP and the trend line, but like I was saying, we might play around up here a bit before we pull back, so could have been a little too early on this. Let's continue. Trust Futures, thanks for showing up. Lone Wolf, I said that earlier. Kevin Kayshawn in the house. Michael Anthony, Mad Hank, I think I just said that. Raj Tiss, thanks for showing up. James Johnson, seems like a new name, don't recognize it, but hey, welcome. Zach Lazarus, Hector Santana, I like that name, pretty sweet. Dude Monkey, Rotund Calzone, the guy who was talking about the bikinis earlier. Johan in the house. Who else we got? I think we're getting pretty close to the top here. Jay was in the house earlier. What's up, Jay? I don't know if you're still here. Q4 Pilot gave us a nice donation there earlier also. And let's see. Billy Daz. Just Ain't Right. Maher. Levi Trades. Phil Suarez. Thanks so much, everybody, for tuning in. All right, bro, I'm back. I can't leave on that boner candle. And look at me, I'm shorting it. I went short on the boner candle there. Let's see if we can't get a pullback here. I'll be a little bit aggressive here if we end up, getting a little bit of profit. Hoping for a reaction off of that overnight VWAP. So let's get that on here just so it's easier to see on this chart. There's our overnight VWAP. We're kind of sitting right on it right now. Hopefully we can get below it. Looks like I entered a little bit early. But let's see though. Let's see if we can't, and pretty high bullish volume. So really, this isn't looking like a very good trade, guys. Not looking like a very good trade. Hey, you're welcome, Phil. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you guys. Currently down 90 in this trade. I am thinking about potentially adding to this. If we can keep below this wick, we could think about adding to this. I usually do trade one full mini in this account, but I decided to go with 5 micros just to be on the conservative side because we are selling a pretty strong bullish move. So don't copy me here, guys. Don't copy me here. This is not a great trade to be taken. So hey Maher, thanks you for showing up. I appreciate you being here. What makes you think we're gonna have a swap rejection? I've just been waiting for this the overnight VWAP and the value area low to get engaged. So I kind of maybe preemptively jumped in here a little too early. I did have orders up above, sort of at 916 area for an entry. So let's see here, if we end up breaking 900, that's going to give me a guarantee to be like, no, I got to close this trade, right? So let's see what happens if this candle gets up to 900. Just kind of hoping that we're gonna, well, I guess it's hope at this point because we're in a losing trade. So I'm hoping we're gonna reject off the 900s. Not the best reason to be in this trade. I should have been a little more patient. This is not very good trading behavior. I didn't wait for the fair value gap. I took the entry on the first tap of the overnight VWAP. So might regret it. So we'll keep an eye here on the 900 level. And if they end up ripping right through that, then it's not looking good. Just close this trade as a small winner or small loser. This is 150K trading combine. I'm up 2,250 in this account. Profit target is 9,000. So yeah, trademark boner candle. I mean, I've been waiting for that level to get it at, to get to that level for a long time. So this is what happened, guys. I saw this and it sucked me in. What can I say? So this is an apron, guys. Goes along with the butcher. So you can take this to your kitchen and chop up your onions and fry after. No, just joking. But yeah, I probably shouldn't have entered on that candle. Look at the volume on that, guys. What was this? This was a 10 p.m. candle, 11 p.m. candle. Yeah, that's what she said. Hey, yeah, this is a good one for your wife to buy for you when you're working in the kitchen, right? keeps the tears on your shirt while you trade as well. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Especially in a trade like this. This trading combine. So we did reject off there, guys. Should I add to this? I kind of want to wait. If we get a closure back below this overnight VWAP, then we can think about adding into this back down to 869, 870 area. But until that happens, we're basically line in the sands 900. If we end up taking those orders at 900, I'll definitely be looking to exit this trade as a loser. So. Yeah, I could push through 900s. We do have all those orders, 137 there. My stop's up at 911. So I should have been a little more patient. The entry up here would have been better. Then I could have had my stop sort of up at 920 rather than just here. $28.6. Get a bit of a negative risk to reward. We're coming up to those orders at 900 here. Are they going to take it? We got 353 at 900 that were already traded at that level. So is it going to make it up to 500, or are we going to get? We got a rejection there a bit off the 900s. So it's kind of the line in the sand here. But, you know, it might just react off this level a couple times and then break it. So, yeah, it took a small bite out of it. Didn't really take any orders at 900. I was watching it there. We had only 350, right? Yeah, it was only 350 orders already there on the SPP, the session volume profile. So we haven't, oh, there we go, 397. So a chunk of them got taken right there. About 40, 50 of them got taken right there, right? 350 to 90. So 44 contracts on that last little push through there. So it's not looking good here, guys. Still 397 at the session volume profile shows how many contracts were traded there. 397. We got like 100 left at 900. Not looking good though. It looks like they're probably going to take it eventually here. Yeah, there we go. They took it, guys. I'm just going to close the trade here. Maybe. Yeah, let's close it. I just took that loss, guys. We're down 231 on that trade. No big deal. This is a trading combine. We're still up 2,100 in this account. Let's just cut that trade short quickly. Bad idea there. I should have taken that short with this volume. Like, that's not typically how I trade. I think, yeah, not the best trade. Wafi sad. Good morning. Hey, it's morning for you. It's bedtime for me. All right, guys. Well, on that note, got a $230 loser there. This is I usually trade this account a little bit bigger, so that's still a pretty small loss in my mind. Not really concerned about it. You know, some of these trades I've taken, you know, up in the 700-800s on this account, so it's all good. But yeah, thanks so much everybody for tuning in. We're gonna wrap it up here. Special thank you to Dell for that $10 super chat, and also Q4 Pilot for the $5 super chat before that. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you guys. We currently hit 566 subscribers. So we put on a number of subscribers today, 42 likes. That's awesome. Thanks so much. I love you guys. Appreciate you guys' support there so much. And yeah, thanks so much, everybody. Going to be live tomorrow morning. Make sure you check it out. Mike Christensen from Traders Post going to be on the stream with us, with me and Nick. We'll be live 9:30 a.m. East Coast time for market open. So thanks so much, everybody. Have a great night. Hopefully you didn't follow my super trade there. I should have been more patient on that. And actually, hindsight, saying, with that volume on that Bollinger candle, that was definitely not the candle to short. So my bad. Can't be perfect. Can't make all the right trades. Make mistakes here and there. So cut that trade before it hit my full stop. We would have hit a full stop there. So saved a couple bucks. Down 231 on that trade. So no big deal. Anyways, guys, thanks so much, and hopefully we'll see you on the stream tomorrow. You guys have a good night. Peace out, and we'll talk to you later.